Good morning. Happy Tuesday. My name is Tony Rodriguez, co-host of the Advice Unfiltered podcast, myself and my great buddy Christopher David. Today's daily dose of advice is about scammers. So I want to make sure we kind of cover a few things for you to make sure you don't get scammed from our podcast. Couple rules that you should know. Number one, myself and Chris will not be reaching out to any of you. And what I mean by that is we're not talking to anybody. We're not on Telegram. We're not calling anybody. We're not inviting you to fan pages. If any of that happens, that's a scammer. Number two, and probably the most important one of all, we will never, ever, 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 ever ask you for money. So the second somebody asks you for money, it can't be us. You're being scammed. Number three, we don't have a PR agency. We don't have a podcast manager. We have none of that stuff. Not a public relations department. It's just me and Chris. So if anybody reaches out to you being our agent or any one of those things, that's a scammer. And number four, and please understand this, none of us are, especially me, I'm married, but Chris is not on a dating site. There's no use of social media to meet people. The community we're building is to make people better, and the community we're building is to help people, and that's it. Anytime you're having a conversation and you think it's us, and that conversation doesn't go in that direction, it's a scam. I would rather you be okay. It's okay. You might get scammed and talk to somebody you think is Chris, or maybe you think is me. That's okay. But what's not okay is sending somebody money. Ever, 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 ever. And unfortunately, I have to be honest with everyone on the call, there's a little bit of accountability. We would never ask you for that. In every episode, we generally start with that. So today's daily dose of advice is don't get scammed. Me and Chris are only in a few places, but we just want to protect you. We know that there's a lot of people out there that follow us, that are new on social media, don't know how it works. Please, please, please share this video. Remember, if you think you're talking to someone that's us, it's 100% not us. If anyone asks you for $1, can't be us. If it's a sweepstake, a winning, a prize, a meet and greet, can't be us. If it's a PR manager, an agency, can't be us. So just so you know, none of those things can be us. So that's how you'll keep yourself safe. And if you have any questions or you think it's weird, I gotta be honest, it's not us. So please just take this daily dose of advice today to remember that we are here for you, to help the community, but at the same time, we would never reach out to you in that way, and I don't want any of you to get caught up in that. So please like and share this. If you have any questions, like I said, I don't know that we'll be able to help you because we don't really respond to stuff. So put that in your head, make sure you think about that, and if you're ever on the fence about it, always, 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 always err to the side of caution.
For a long time, we were told what a man should be. Strong, silent. But evolution doesn't come from standing still. It comes from awareness, from strength with depth. Kopala by Ben Rose, collaboration with Advice Unfiltered. The evolution of man.
You want to show some love? You want to support the show? There's no better way than rocking some Advice Unfiltered gear. Head over to adviceunfiltered.com, click on the merch store, grab your favorites, and level up your look. Post it, tag it, rep it loud. Use the hashtag AdviceUnfilteredPodcast and let the community see you. Because this isn't just merch, it's a movement.
Your coffee mug still sits by the sink like you're coming home in the morning. And I still leave the hallway light on, pretending I still live in this story. There's a hoodie hanging off the chair, smells like your cologne and cigarette smoke. And I swore I'd pack your things away, still choking on the words you spoke. I drive past our street some nights like a person that can't move on. Windows down in the freezing rain, trying not to call your phone. Everybody says time heals things, but time just makes this house more quiet. There's still a dip on your side of the bed, and I still hear your name in the silence. So I'm learning how to lose you slow, like autumn trees letting leaves go one by one, till there's nothing left to hold. And this town feels colder now, every bar and back road wears you out. But maybe heartbreak's just the price of finding out who you are alone. Yeah, you broke my heart, but maybe that's what got me home. My friends all say I look more tired, like healing somehow has a face. And I laugh when they ask if I'm okay, cause I honestly don't know these days. I talk less, I run more, started reading books you used to hate. And somewhere between the silence I can feel myself slowly change. It's weird how losing someone can introduce you to yourself. Like I spent so long loving you, I forgot how to love myself. And some nights I still get angry that you walked away so clean, while I'm here rebuilding every part of me. So I'm learning how to lose you slow, like autumn trees letting leaves go one by one, till there's nothing left to hold. And this town feels colder now, every bar and back road wears you out. But maybe heartbreak's just the price of finding out who you are alone. Yeah, you broke my heart, but maybe that's what got me home. I think a part of me will always miss you, and maybe that's alright, cause you were the first person who ever made this life feel right. But I can't keep standing still inside a story that already ended. And maybe loving someone like you means accepting friendship. So I learned to carry this somehow, like winter snow melting down little by little, till the weight don't hurt as bad. And maybe one day I'll look back without feeling like I lost everything I had. Maybe you leaving me was like teaching me to grow. Yeah, you broke my heart, but you didn't break my soul.
Episode 19.
19, right?
19.
Right? All right. Wait till we build it up. We're still crooked over there,
I know.
right?
Well,
We're hanging to the left. If you're watching it on Instagram, we're hanging to the left. I'm just saying. There's reasons for that.
June's mental health month. Sometimes we hang
June's
to the
mental
left.
health month. We're hanging to the left. That's what
So-
we're doing. All right, you guys ready? Should we start this?
Yeah.
Ready, Ming? All right, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, everybody. Ladies and boys.
Ladies and boys.
Ladies and boys. I had a long day. Fuck, I was out in the sun all day.
Again, this is a show for over 18.
Sorry, over 18, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people over the age of 18, welcome to Advice Unfiltered, episode 18, season 2, with our special guest, Al.
19.
19? 18? 19?
19.
I was just testing you all. I was making sure you knew. It's episode 19.
Here we go. There it is. Well, we're all confused today.
I'm
All
off
right,
today.
as always.
I'm off, whatever.
First off, as always, welcome to the show. If you are watching on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, if you're watching from anywhere around the world, if you're new and you're tuning in to see some of the people, obviously we met some
No, I
people.
don't have another private account.
No, there's no accounts.
There's no.
He's here
God, I
live.
hate that stuff.
So, but as always, we thank you all. If you want the best, if you want the best viewer experience, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to YouTube. You can chat. You can send any questions. That's the best way to do it. But let me be honest. If you want TikTok, Instagram, if you want Facebook, wherever you're watching, we're generally happy.
YouTube's where the experience is at, though. So to go to Advice Unfiltered on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
subscribe, like, share.
subscribe, like, and share, baby. All right. So as we get started, before we get to introduce our guest, we got some housekeeping stuff to do, and then we're super excited as June is going to kick off Men's Mental Health Month, which obviously for us is a huge month. We have a lot of great guests, a lot of great things going on, a lot of great appearances and places will be.
Yes.
So lots of cool stuff to talk about today. It's going to be a killer month of episodes, but he's back. He's behind the scenes. He's been gone forever. We didn't think he liked us anymore, but now he's home. What's going on, Ming?
Come on, I love you guys. Always.
Ming.
What's up? Miss you
How
guys.
you doing,
Miss
Ming?
you. I'm doing great. Love seeing you guys. Thank you for the warm welcome back.
See?
You guys look amazing. This place looks amazing.
Cool mic. Ming's got a cool mic.
Well, I have Ming's the man.
Ming's the man. You got a cool mic, bro.
It's your mic.
Well, it is mine. It is your
my
mic.
mic?
It is
Oh.
mine. Now, granted, knowing Ming,
he
he
must
could have
like you more.
He could have. That's my mic when I use it but like I always envision Ming getting here and opening a case and like a gold mic comes out, like a special one he got at some Comic-Con event.
I got one of those.
Al, we'll
in the
talk
fall.
more about it. The most famous person in this room by far
Yeah, it's Ming.
is Ming.
Ming.
He's
got his own fucking Funko doll. Yeah, dude.
For
You know
anyone,
what I mean?
for anyone who didn't know, we were filming in our studio. We're like, it took us a couple weeks, and we're looking around the room, and in our old studio, shout out to Ming, he's got all this memorabilia. So it's like it's the Wu-Tang Clan, Keanu Reeves, it's all these people taking pictures with him. Now we think it's him, like getting a picture with the Method Man, fan guy, right? And we're looking around and we're doing all this. Like we're in the studio one day, and I go, "Hey, me and Chris got this crazy idea. Like we want to make action figures, and we got to get them 3D printed." And I'm doing this whole thing in my head, and Ming's all quiet, and he goes, "I mean, I got one." And I go, "What?" And he looked over and he goes, "Yeah," and he's got a Funko Pop doll. And I'm like, "Oh, it's the shit, Ming." I'm like, "Where do we order them? Where do we get them?" I'm like, "I want them now." And then Ming goes, "That's a limited edition run. That's only 1 of 500. And I was like, "Wait a sec." And like, it was like a light bulb went off in the room. And then all of a sudden, like, like all this math goes on behind you.
Like, oh, wait, they're taking pictures with you.
Oh, they're with you?
They're with you. They're like, oh, I know you. I'm taking a picture with you. Not the other way around. It's not happening.
We 4 or 5 weeks. We're like the whole time we're in a room with a celebrity. Had no idea.
Yeah.
So shout out Ming as always.
You
It's
never
good
asked.
to see you.
You never asked.
I know,
Right?
but
Yeah.
you're just
Dude,
always.
he's got magnets. You know what I mean? These
Yes.
things got fucking.
Yeah,
He's
we
got
find
fucking-
we would find shit hidden in the studio. Ming magnets, little Jesus things of him like all over the place.
That's fucking
It's the
yeah,
best.
dude, yeah. No, it's yeah.
It's
That's
the
cool
best.
shit.
So, all right. So shout out Ming, and I don't see him that often, but I'm happy what I do, and he's back. I think you were I don't even know what I'm allowed to say you're doing anymore. But how was you? I never know. I know it's a secret. I don't know if you're on set.
No, I was at a photo shoot today.
Yeah,
I
how
was at
was
a photo
it?
shoot. It was amazing. It was the best part about it
Was
is
it close to home?
oh my god, 7 minutes down the fucking road. Like I
Yes.
could not believe it, dude. You sit there and you think to yourself, you question your life. I guess you're real deep. Let's play the music real quick. We got music.
We
Play it.
got set up still.
we get real deep sometimes, and we think about things. And we're like, man, are we on the right path? Are we doing the right thing?
Mhm.
And then there's signs, like when they give you an address that says, "Hey, be there at 7:45," and it's 7 minutes from your house.
It's a sign.
Oh, that's a sign. I was supposed to do this job. I was
You're
like,
like-
100% supposed to do this job.
The best is I picked up. So I went and got Avery,
Yeah.
and he gets in the car, and I'm like, the usual, like, hey, make sure you text your dad, whatever. And he goes, I go, yeah, how cool is it? Your dad's not in New York.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, thank God. He's like, And like almost like an agent of yours. He's like, thank God, the wear and tear on that man. Like he just better that he's home. He's like 12 years old. It's 11 or 12. He's 11, right?
He's 11.
He's like, yeah, the wear and tear on that man. Like, just it's better he's close to home.
That was cool. It was great, man. We did it in Long Branch. It was great. It was outside shoot. I got to pretend I was playing golf a little bit.
Is that what it was? Like a golf thing?
No, so it's for there's this pill you can take for like your degenerative eye disease, your retina.
Yeah.
And there's a pill you can take that's supposed to have a vitamin in it. It's supposed to slow and stop the progression of it.
Nice. Okay.
It's like the third product of it, the third run
generation
of this product.
Or whatever
Yeah, third product or run of this product. But yeah, so that's what it was. I thought it was eye drops when I was going. I was like, all right, I got there all tired. I'm like, oh, they got eye drops. I'll be good.
I got eye drops.
I was like freaking, here's a pill. And I'm like, that's not going to clear my red eye at all. I'm like, freaking.
It would have been great if you showed up and you're like, dude, my vision is like fucking 2020 again.
I got literally rolled out of bed and went down. Like freaking rolled out of bed, did my hair thing, I did this and
the move.
Yeah, the move. And drove. And I got there and my eyes were like bloodshot. And the lady even looked at me. She's doing my makeup. She's putting makeup on me and just talking to me. And she's like, I might put some eye whitener in your eye. I'm like, isn't that what this commercial is? I was like, I'm already prepared. I was like, just,
I thought that's a great line. You're like, I purposely came
with bloodshot eyes thinking this is what we're doing.
For you guys.
For you guys, yeah.
Oh, my God.
But it was cool. It was great. It was a great experience. Everybody I shot with was amazing. Made some really great connections. It was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful. I'm grateful I get to do shit like that.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, and then it's very cool, dude. Yeah,
and then the other cool thing that we did this week is we got to go to the Mike the Situation cover. Is it? Do I say it right?
Cover reveal party.
Cover
reveal Mike the Situation
party.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know.
Shout out to Mike. Shout out to you, Mike. Situation for inviting me. Thank you, and for letting me bring some really cool people with me. Brought Tony, my co-host here, and I brought Alexis, my Hardcore Synergy app partner. And what a great connection. That's a good lead in, by the way. You did a good job there. That's a good lead in.
See where I was?
That was a good lead in.
See where it was?
So while we're talking about
there it is.
thank you to Mike's Situation because he helped me make some connections while we were there. Right.
Yes.
So we made some really great connections, right? We met the owner of Tommy's, Yvette, a great human being. We met Mike's mom, another great human being who's got a book coming out. So keep an eye out for Mike's Situation's mom.
By the way,
mom's book.
I was told by both of them that when the book comes out, so I'm looking right at the camera, both of you. You promised that you would come on the show. So we want to help launch. Everyone's got a book.
Everybody's got a book. Everybody's got a book coming out. So yeah, she has her own recipe book coming out.
Yeah.
I think we're allowed to talk about that. I think we're allowed to say something, right?
That's as far as
if we're not, we're sorry. We just did.
Sorry.
Yeah. So
we're ruining all kinds of. By the way, Mike is running for governor. We're never running over here.
Yeah, Mike's running for governor. Give that a shout out. Mike's running for governor. But let's give a shout out to Kurt Steger over at Edison. If you can bring that up, freaking, we show that at Bentley at Edison, Bentley, Ferrari, and Maserati. Shout out to Kurt. They stepped up, man. A lot of people talk about helping out, and they did. They're helping sponsor the Common Ground Grief Center.
They
event.
did?
Yes, they did. So I want to give them a shout out.
Bentley.
I want to give a shout out to Bentley and Edison, New Jersey. They are not only just sponsoring that event, but they also sponsoring the event in November. So
they're sponsoring Voice of the Change.
Yeah, their Voice is also sponsoring the event and Voice of the Change. So he stepped up big time, man. A lot of people say, hey, I'll be there. And they don't show up right now. He showed. He said, not only did he show up early, because he still has a whole other week.
Yeah.
But they showed up. So shout out to Kurt and his wife. That whole table, man. That whole table is it Tim or Tom? Tim Hicks. Is it Tim Hicks or Tom Hicks?
I want to say Tom.
I want to say Tom Hicks. Tom Hicks. Yeah, he also works there. He's the one that we're gonna have a guest on.
It's Tom.
It's Tom.
It's Tom.
So Tom's gonna be here. He also works there.
Yeah, he messaged me.
We met that whole table there that night at Mike's thing. What a great bunch of people. Yeah, what a great event. It was a really great event. Shout out to Mike, man. You held a great event. It was a lot of fun. The guy who ran it, I believe his name is Jason. Jason, his wife Jamie did the event.
Is that View Magazine?
Yeah, View Magazine that did the event. What a great time. What a great event. Very honored, very privileged to and humbled that I got to meet there and I get to hang out with them, do the whole picture thing and stuff. That was fun. That was a good time, man. But shout out to Bentley and Edison. Shout out to Kurt, man. Thank you so much for sponsoring. What a great event. Common Ground. June 11th at Point Pleasant at Martell's Tiki Bar. We will be there from 5:30 to 9:30.
We're hosting, baby.
We're hosting. Again, this event is for children, building a community for children who have lost parents and siblings to have a safe place to deal with the grief of that loss. So it's a great cause. Yeah, it's a great cause, man. Yeah, it's a great cause, man. So it's something that when we talked to him about it, when Karen brought it to his attention, we didn't hesitate at all. Be like, yeah, man, we're there. So shout out to Kurt, shout out to Edison, shout out to everybody that says they're going to be there. Yeah. Oh, yes, I totally forgot. Yes. Also, it's also a release party. Let's get a zoom on that. Can we get a zoom on that? Can we zoom in on that? There we go.
There you go.
There we go. So the kids there created their own song.
Mhm.
They did their own song. And and they wrote their own lyrics for the song. So each one of these kids made their own lyric for the song that is something they felt they needed to say to express about losing a loved one.
Yeah.
Tears in my eyes, man. Freaking there. That between that and the tapestry they had hanging, they had a tapestry hanging in the building that says, "If I could have said one last thing to you."
Yeah.
Dude, I was fighting tears the whole time, bro. I was like,
That's brutal.
And then my kid's name was on there. Some other kids had the same name as mine. I was like, oh my god, freaking! But no, like so this is their album. I don't want to give out too much about it because the release party is on June 11th. So again, it's a really great cause. So if you guys can, if you want to, I did make a post about it. You can scan the QR code in the post. And make sure it's on my direct post. The real Christopher Davis. And nobody's reaching out to you to contact anybody or ask you for money. Nobody's doing that. It's something you have to do on your own, and you have to go to their website and their page and do all that stuff yourself. Don't take any requests from anybody asking you for money directly. Do not do that. We are not doing that. We are having you reach out. This is something that you can do. But what a great cause.
Yeah. And by the way, for you guys who don't know, Travis Barker did the drums for the album.
Did the drum rhythm for the album.
So all real musicians.
Drummer for Blink-182.
Yeah, all real musicians.
Yeah, right. Pretty cool, right,
That's
dude?
awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's pretty cool, man.
They went.
It's nice to see that.
The real musicians went. They wrote the song with them. Real musicians went and practiced at the Comic Con Grief Center, and then they took them to a professional studio, recorded them all together, and then recorded them individually, and then they got to press their own album out. Now the funny thing is, this is how you know we're old, because I go immediately. I get it, and I go, Where do I put this thing?
Yeah, right. I don't have a CD player.
But what happened is a lot of the people that their parents and stuff have their grandparents have CD players. So they did CDs for people, which I have because we're going to hang up here in the studio. And then they did digital download cards. So there, like, you can have the card and get the song, which is going to be awesome. So yeah, that is fucking, so shout out to Bentley. That is amazing. And by the way, fingers crossed that everything goes well at the Comic Con Grief Center. We know we're part of it already for Voices of Change. That is going to be amazing. The 1 year Jimmy Fallon was the host. Like, it is huge.
Can we say who's going to be there this year?
No, I don't think we can yet.
Oh, we can't. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we can yet.
It's a huge celebrity that I'm very excited to meet.
Like, there's when she told me like how big that organization is now. Her family started it, and it just started small, and now I think there's 790 chapters, some crazy number of chapters. The military's involved. Like, it's unbelievable. So all that stuff's amazing. Let's see as I go down this stuff. June 18th is the Father's Day song. The new song is done.
Oh, the Father's Day song?
So
this guy here, man, he likes to try to make me cry.
So and and all of our guests, including Al, will be able to push it out for us. But what we did is we wrote a song to dads, people who are going through the decision to end their existence here, people who've lost people, the struggle, the mental health struggle, being a provider, having no one in your corner. We lose a lot of people during this time of the year for every month. Yep. So it's a great spot. So I did write the entire song, and I actually put parts of the song about Chris and his son, parts of the song about the gentlemen who are coming on here. They're woven into the song. So that is already been submitted for Songwriter of the Year already.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to be on fire.
I don't know when this guy finds time to do shit, but Jesus Christ.
It is it's the best one. Kitchen Sink Ghost was great. The songs are great. This one though, because we're it's us and it's our kids, and like
nice.
Yeah, I can't play it no more. Nice. It's just because I don't have any more tears left. All the tears.
Since we're talking about you making songs, I had a chance today to actually say something I never thought I'd say.
What?
This guy's like, he's like, his last name is Robinson. The camera guy is from Britain, and I was like, he goes, yeah, my wife's name is, she has a song named after her. I was like, oh yeah, what song? He's like, Mrs. Robinson. I go, oh yeah. I said, you know what's funny? Is that I actually have a song.
A real song
A real
about you.
song. And he about me. And he goes, no, I think I do. And it's called Chris is Always Right. I was like, you should Google it.
You could Google it. You can find your songs on every
Right now,
platform.
I'm saying that. I'm like, I never thought in a million years I'd be saying this right now. Like, there's a song about me.
It was the first. And so for you, Al, you don't know we find all kinds of creative ways to promote the podcast. And the book I wrote years ago is literally a section of all poems to my kid. And originally I was going to write a version of Shel Silverstein. I don't remember if you guys remember when you're kids, where the sidewalk ends.
Yeah.
It's just a book of like tons of poems. So I had to like over 100 that I was going to put in this book. So the ability to like write songs in a format, I've always just like been really good at. And so one day I was like, Chris, the tagline of the show is Chris is always right.
Everybody kept saying it. I literally was joking around. Everybody kept saying Chris is always right because we were right. It was so people write in when I give them advice and they come back and I'm right.
And we won the award.
And we won the award. We won the award for relationship freaking advice. Right?
2026, the top podcast in the world
for
dating and relationship advice.
Yeah, from this fucking guy. Okay, from this fucking guy.
Chris is always right.
So yeah, Chris is always right. So I go to Tony jokingly. I'm like, hey man, I was like, you see that? Because it kept coming up on the screen. I'm like, freaking. It sounds like a good fucking chorus to me. I think it sounds like a good song. Chris is always right. I can see a chorus for that. Joking. 72 hours later, I get a fucking tag on Instagram.
Full video.
Full fucking video, bro. And it's good. It's really good, really good.
So that started it, and then we did one for. So what happened was, this is the way the world works. I made one, the Common Crown Grief Center. I didn't realize it was based on music. The song we dropped was a major hit. They found it, then we got looped into that, and then it just became a thing. But when we have these moments where there's an opportunity it helps promote the show, which is great.
Yeah.
But also it really is meaningful to the people that watch the show. So it's our way of giving back. And we've nailed all of them. They've been bangers. But this next one.
Yeah.
When I said I'm gonna send it to you, nobody but me's heard it so far. Here's a funny thing.
I'm scared to hear it
Here's a funny thing.
Dude, he made
he
made one called Kitchen Sink. Dude, I waited almost a month to listen to it because I knew it was gonna make me cry like a baby, and it did. It was it was so good.
It was the song. I wrote a song because we have a lot of people that deal with loss.
Okay.
And a lot of the people in our coaching groups have just lost spouses or partners and siblings. So it's like the people we work with is like really fresh for them. So I really was sitting here one day and I was like, I'm gonna write a song about grief. And then I was like, I'll write it from the perspective of the person who passed away, who's still there, that's hanging around, watching you like try to hold your shit together. And then what we did was we opened it up. So the community sent in pictures of all the people they lost. Oh. And then we cut the video to all the people they lost. So it's tough to look. It's
genius, really.
But the new one now.
That's so good.
Banger, though. So all right, let's get into the two things.
Let's keep moving.
Let's get into the two things so we can get to Al because Al's chilling, waiting to get on camera. By the way, I have questions for you. Questions for us. Okay. I put it out to the audience and send emails out. So we have at the end I have a couple of cool like roundtable stuff. So after we get into your story and all that good stuff, so there's some really cool questions for us today. Shout out comes in from Mark and Jennifer. We have our shout out from a couple, Charleston, South Carolina. Hey, Chris and Tony, we wanted to send a quick message because this Men's Mental Health Month really hit home for both of us. We're currently going through a divorce after 18 years of marriage. Thankfully, we're still on good terms, and we're doing the best to put our two kids first. It hasn't been easy, and there's definitely days where emotions get the best of us. But listening to the episode the other day gave us a different perspective. What stood out the most was the conversation about men carrying things in silence. Even though we're ending our marriage, it made me realize that there were pressures and struggles my husband was carrying that I didn't fully understand. And for him, it opened up a conversation about how much stress and responsibility I was carrying as well. Once we agreed that throughout the process, our kids and watching our kids handle us, we can't control the fact we're divorcing, but what we can control is how we treat each other moving forward. Hearing both of you talk about loneliness, mental health, purpose, and showing up for your families reminded us that when the relationship ends, parenting doesn't. We both walked away from the episode a little bit more empathetic for each other and renewed a commitment to be the best co-parents we can be. Thank you for creating conversations that help people see things. We appreciate everything you guys do, Mark and Jennifer.
Love that. Thank you, Mark and Jennifer. Appreciate that.
Look at us. You know what I mean?
Chris is always right.
We don't always break everybody up. Sometimes we help broken families stay together.
Connected. No, I mean that was a really good point, right? It was a good episode, and we've both been through it, right? And there's no reason at the end of the day for two people, grown adults, to break down each other in front of their child at all.
No.
That's the bottom line.
All right. And the last thing before we get to Al is our new segment. And we're doing this. So if you guys are an Advice Unfiltered ambassador and you're part of the group, one of the cool things is we promote things for you because you're part of the group. So we have a professional astrologer who went to school and graduated and studies the stars. So last week we asked you, if you believe in astrology, can you submit a question? We have a new episode we like to call Ask Lena, Ask the Stars. Promo video, please.
Place your quarter, speak your question, and let Lena consult the stars.
All right,
How do
so
you find fucking time, bro?
I really remade. That's the actual kid walking down the boardwalk in the movie Big.
I wouldn't say that. We're probably getting sued for copyright.
Well, that's not him. That's not him at all. It's a AI version. So, anyways, Daniel from Seattle, Washington writes in. I've heard talk about this is so interesting to me. I heard people talk about Saturn. Saturn returns changing their lives. Mine seem to be completely blow up my career, friendships, relationships all at once. Was it bad luck? Or do astrology events that generally force people to rebuild their lives? Okay, here is your professional astrology answer from us. We are not the newspaper. We went one deeper. We got a real pro.
Got a real
We
astrologer.
got a real astrologer for you guys.
That's so funny.
Saturn transits are known as hard transits because they force you to change what isn't working in your life. It rarely feels comfortable, and sometimes change can be brutal, like you have experienced. But the Saturn return happens at ages 30, 60, and 90. Wow, I hope we make it to 90. But any significant Saturn transit bridges a deep version of what you've built. When Saturn moves through a sensitive point in your birth chart, tears down whatever isn't working. Those foundations are unstable in the path that doesn't serve you in the long run. What breaks down hard, Saturn transit was not meant to last. The difficult part is that you may not see this till years later. It's not a coincidence that Saturn is the planet astrologers consider to be the key that unlocks the purpose to your life. So on a deeper level, Saturn is known as the Lord of Karma, not karma positions, just that's Kama Sutra. Lord of Karma. My mistake. I read the wrong star chart. What it means is it operates on cause and effect.
He's like, well, you shouldn't walk with a wheelbarrow.
Whoa. Don't walk with a wheelbarrow. What you sow is what you reap. It prepares you to respond for all your actions, thoughts, and feelings, since they will manifest in the world somehow. If you take these lessons seriously, you're less likely to experience rewards for the hard work you put in the long run. The reward is earned, but never handed out freely. So I hope that helps you in your astrology here at Ask the Stars.
I feel so enlightened.
Ask the Stars. All right. So with that being said, it's time to get to our actual guest today. A lot of you guys have been following the journey. As me and Chris have been talking about this now for weeks and weeks and weeks. Mm-hmm. We are going to be joining the I got real excited about this. Wait, okay. Al.
Yeah.
What's the official name? Don't fuck it up.
Now the official name is the New Jersey Fit Body.
It is now. Can I still put Dad in there somewhere?
Yes, no, it's still Dad Bod of the Beach.
Okay, good.
We're still doing Dad Bod of the Beach.
Okay, good.
For sure,
yeah, fuck you, Billy Blanks. So I'm just kidding, Billy.
Still Billy Blanks on TikTok.
By the way, I know a lot of people that did Tybo for years and years and
Tybo
years.
Was great. It was big during COVID.
Yeah, well, I was like, I called my brother one time and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I just got a hard workout." I'm like, "What'd you go run? Go to the gym?" He's like, "Bro, I got Tybo in the house," and it was serious. But he did it, so I mean, whatever.
Hey,
I can't knock people, right?
Turn you guys show out right now.
Whatever motivates you, everybody's stuck in a box all day long, you know.
Whatever you want to do, it's always. I laugh because people ask us this question. I'm sure you get all the time. It's people are always like, what's the cardio that burns the most calories? And they're trying to like figure out which equipment or what they should do. And the real answer is whatever the one you're gonna do. Whatever you're gonna do.
Whatever you're passionate about getting on.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you hate it, that shit gonna last like 2 weeks.
That's it.
So I don't whatever you want to do that you actually gonna do every day, that's the one you should do. So if it's Tybo, hey, great. But what's going to be great, we're going to talk to him about his background, how he got here, what made him put everything together. It's going to be a huge event. Thank you for it's so excited to be a part of it. And then what made me the most excited about it was the dad bod part, because then I felt like, all right, I could swing this one. The other one, I said the other day when I put a quote, post out, I like beer and wings entirely too much to go to that level of discipline. I'm not built like that. But as a dad, I could live in that space. So it's going to be June 28th at Bar A in Belmar.
Yes.
And we brought him on. So here he is, the man in command. What's going on, Al?
How you doing, guys?
There it is. Can you show it one more time? There's the new one.
There you
By the
go.
way,
New Jersey
by the way,
Fit Bod.
Very apropos for New Jersey. I like how you went with the Jersey Shore look. You got the shades right there.
That's it. The gold, the flashiness. The
Yeah,
fun.
everything Jersey is, baby.
That's
it.
We're loud and proud, right?
I love that. Yeah, why not? Fuck yeah, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, with that being said, obviously, we're excited to be part of the working with you in this whole event, and I'm so glad that we got to the part of the dads. Before we get into how we got here, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself or the audience, essentially, and let's go from there.
All right, well, I was born in New Jersey, Perth Amboy. I've been there most of my life. Left, went to the military at 17. Had my dad sign me up because I wasn't old enough. He said, so I had to have him sign me in. I did 7 years active. I just retired about 2 years ago with 26 years of service.
Wow.
Thank you for your service, bro.
Thank you for your service.
It's a long journey.
Service,
One shirt to take off. So I have another one that's still on me, but I got about another 5 years with that if I want to leave that one. So I became a federal police officer after that.
Nice.
While in the journey of those two careers, I bartended, I DJ'd, and then I got stuck in bodybuilding. I never thought it was something I do, like really do. I mean, I like to work out. I say, oh man, this is nice. I want to get my body looking right. And then it went from that to the next level, and I made it all the way to pro. Did a total of 26 bodybuilding shows. After that, I tapped out. I'm done. My body's like, no more.
That's a lot.
Yeah. My
bro.
last 3 was just so my kids can see me. They see pictures of daddy, and they're like, and one day my daughter was I picked her up from school. She's in the back. She's like, Dad, I think you're getting fat. And I said, what? And she's like, yeah, I think you need to go back in the gym so you can go back on stage. And I'm like, are you serious? I was like, you want to see me go on stage? And she goes, yeah, I've never seen you go on stage.
Aww.
And I said, okay. So I decided to prep. My wife, thank God, was like my anchor with that one, because prepping is not easy. It's easier when you're single, but with a family and more responsibility, it's so much harder. So she had my back. She carried me the whole way. My meals. I mean, even when I was like training clients on the side, because I do private training on the side, she's like coming into the garage with plates of food. Here, make sure you eat. And I'm like, thanks, babe. You know, like, this is awesome. She was on point with it. Yeah, no, she was on point with it. And it took me on that journey. I did my show with the New York Pro, which I knew I had no shot at, but it was the only show that was here in Jersey. And I wanted my kids to see me. So I hit the stage and I hear daddy. I froze. I forgot where I was at. Like, I went blank, and I had like a flashback, because 7 years ago I was on stage and by myself. I didn't have kids. And I see these 2 little guys up there, and I felt stuck. Like, I forgot what I was doing. And I finished my posing and I got off the stage, and it was like also surreal. I was like, holy cow, what a time travel right there. Like, it took me for a ride. And like, numbed me up. And so I did that show, and then I did 2 more shows. And after that, I said, say la vie. It's been a great run. It was a great experience. I enjoyed it. It was wonderful. So now, retired completely from the sport. But do I love to train? Yes. Just like you guys. I like to stay in shape. It feels good. It's just part of our lifestyle. So one day I was at a gym, actually at like Paramount, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, you know what? I want to create something for the everyday person, not just the person that wants to take things so serious, go so hard, and have to be stressed out about looking perfect. I want something that everybody could just go to and enjoy, because they keep in a nice shape, you know, like just, and have a good time doing it, not being spray tanned and shorts and critique to be perfect for a couple seconds.
Being 9 weeks out, dude, if we can hit it right. But people just don't understand how hard it is, bro.
It's brutal. It's mentally brutal and physically brutal, and you get so tunnel visioned, and it's like a very selfish sport because it takes you away from life.
Everything.
Everything.
You have to dial it in.
You have to dial in, and you tune everybody out. I mean, I was in there. It was dark. It was just, I saw light at the end, but it was just me running toward it, you know? And everybody else was like, excuse me, no, I want to hear it.
I think that's one thing that people don't talk about enough when it comes to actual professional bodybuilding and that life is because I've seen it, man. You know, in all the years of me training, freaking, you know, you see these guys and they have to go lock themselves in a room because they want to kill somebody because they're fucking so they're so hungry. They're so tired, so
drained. And it's like no matter how tired you are, you wake up the next day and you're pushing through the tired and you're pushing through everything. And
eating the same meals you want to fucking eat anymore.
You're trying different sauces.
Right?
You're saying a prayer. You're like
rice
maybe if I cook it all the way crispy, it'll taste better than it did. And it's like, God, this is worse. It's so fucking dry. And it's like, I'm not winning here, you know?
Like a whole more goddamn chicken.
I was soaking everything in like vinegar just to get my taste buds to open up.
Yeah.
It was like cucumbers and beef, cucumbers with chicken, and I'm just like trying to make myself salivate.
I get to a point where I would fucking go to eat eggs and I
gag. The smell.
Yeah, dude, I can't
Fish.
do it. I can't do it, bro.
Ooh, I was eating fish cold, tilapia cold, and then the worst part was that jelly part of it that stuck to it. Oh my! I had to put that down, and I'm in the car, and I'm at work, so I'm in uniform, and I'm like eating. And the guys at my job, they used to make fun of me because before there was like these meal backpacks and all this. This is back in like 2013, 14. I had my big old orange cooler, and they saw me walk into work with this like, here comes Al with his big ass cooler. What the hell is this guy doing? Right? He used to break my balls, and I'm like, I gotta get ready for the show. I need my meals, and they're like, all right. So here I am in the car taking out my fish. If I have nowhere to warm it up, I'm putting it on like the dashboard in the winter and turning up the heat to try to get it somewhat lukewarm so I could put this down.
It's a good tack.
I'm working with what I got, you know, and I'm just like, I gotta eat, so this is what I gotta do. And I scummed it down, and I'm like chugging it with some like sugar-free juice or something. Just be like, and I'm like, all right, that's meal one. Let's go. Let's keep trucking.
I got to a point where I would eat food with water. I would put it in my mouth and I would drink. I had food in my mouth, so I was just go down, just so it would go down.
You're taking vitamins,
yeah. Just so I just fucking go down.
Yeah, it was brutal. So after all that wild experience, which it was great. I mean, doing that bodybuilding stuff, it teaches you a lot. You get to learn your body like amazingly on what you can do with it genetically, what you're built to do, how far you can go, and what you can handle. You know, it's a mind testament of, can I continue with this journey of food and this training and this exhaustion, like to get to my goal where I want to be? Am I that good? Can I be that good? And that's the tunnel vision, is that you get stuck in this thing and you're just like trucking and you're like, I'm not breaking down because somebody's working harder than me. Somebody's more focused than me. I got to keep going, right? You test the will. And that's where you get stuck. And that's where everyone gets that vision at, and then you want it and you go hard for it. So been there, done that. I'm all over that. Now my test of will is my kids, my family, the future, what I have going on. And then at the same time, I'm looking at other things of like what I'm doing now with the Beachbody is, I think life is a big experience with everything that you do. So I think experiences are what matter. You know, we have bad ones, we have good ones, but an experience you could always talk about, because without one, you don't have anything to talk about. Right. So this is going to be something that I want to give everyone an experience to have, do and talk about and be part of. And I think this is a good way to do it. I started last year with King and Queen. I did it in 8 weeks.
Amanda won last year, right?
The first one was the headliners, is gone now.
Yeah,
that's right.
We had 150 people attend. People were nervous about doing it. I was more nervous about just putting it together.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing. And I did it. It was very successful. Everybody had a blast. They loved it. They were like, "Are you doing it next year?" And I was like, "Yeah." But now I got to find another place because headliner's gone.
Yeah.
So, speaking of men's mental health too, if it wasn't for a friend of mine who helped me get the venue, who's not here with us now, I would never have had the venue. So
really?
Sorry,
no,
sorry.
Dude, no.
You're on
It's crazy.
Our show, bro.
No, it's crazy.
Show, bro. That's what we do, dude.
It's crazy.
That's what we do. Thank God somebody's crying besides me for once. Fucking
That's
A,
both
bro.
the two of us.
If we get almost every episode,
we have a 33% cry rate.
Yeah,
42% of the episodes there's tears.
Nah, but we do that. That's
we're people.
Yeah, we're human beings.
Yeah,
bro. Things like that motivates us to be better, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. His name is DQ. A lot of people don't know him. He's a bartender. He
Is
started
that the one that just happened?
Yeah.
That just happened like what,
about a week ago?
About a week ago. Yeah. I heard about that.
Yeah.
People were asking me if I knew him. I didn't because I don't go out. So
he was a great guy. The guy was just like great energy, good person. I mean, even if you didn't even hang with him, and he saw you and he knew who you were, it was like as if you guys did hang.
Yeah,
that's the kind of person he was. It was like crazy. So I had hit him up and I was like, "Hey, I really need this venue at Bar A. Is it possible I can get it?" And I sent the video. He goes, "I got you." And he showed it to Tom, the owner. Tom hits me up. And he tells me to hit Tom up. So I hit Tom up. He comes back to me. He goes, "Yeah, you showed me this video, man. This idea looks awesome. This you did at Headliners last year and it looks great. Yeah, we'd love to do it."
Nice.
And I was like, "Awesome. This is great. Now I got my venue down the shore. Woo!" And then on top of that, I was coming out with my product too. With Verified Fitness, with my straps and everything. And I was we were going back and forth with ideas because he was in the middle of making a speed tins. Those shakers that just came out.
Yeah.
So that he was part of that company. That was his idea.
That's it.
Yeah. And he was doing, I mean, the idea was awesome. He was so excited about it. He was telling me about all the stress, basically breaking it down because it's a mechanical patent and stuff like that and everything. And I was like, I don't think mine's just so mechanical, but I'm looking for, I got to patent my stuff too. How does that work?
Yeah.
And he was helping me out, gave me a good lawyer to talk to and everything like that, helped me get the bar A thing. And he was so excited about my strap. He was like, dude, when is it coming out? And I was like, it should be here soon. And it's because, the tariffs and everything going on right now. It's been like a nightmare.
Dude. We have a guy with a pickleball bag.
Oh.
That's a problem right now. Yeah, he's had a real bad problem. Yeah, his pickleball bag's up in the air right now because of the tariffs.
Yeah, it's been it's a wild ride.
Yeah,
so
dude.
he's like, when do they come? I said, oh, it should be here soon. So the sad part of the story is Monday, my straps were supposed to come in. The truck broke down. On my way home, I get a call. Did you hear what happened? And I said, no. They said, we found them dead.
Wow.
And I said, what? The day. I was like,
Wow.
damn.
Wow, bro.
That hit me hard.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean, he was young too, right?
Yeah, young guy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Sorry about that, man. It hit the community hard. They had a big charity for him, but right for his family.
Yeah, they had it at Bar A. Yeah,
they had it at Bar A, right?
Yeah. He was a good dude. He was a very good guy. I'm sure he's gonna be missed.
Yeah,
obviously.
dude. Yeah, obviously, right? Yeah, dude. No, it's hard.
A lot
man.
of love from a lot of people.
Dude, if you can, that's one thing we have to bring awareness to about how mental health is a real thing, especially for men. Especially this month, right? And so it's awesome you're able to talk about your friend, bro. I mean, and God bless his family. 100%.
No, it's wild. We all go through it. I mean, I've been a cop for 20 years, Coast Guard 26 years. I've seen death. I've seen ugly stuff. Yeah. It's ugly out there.
Yeah, dude. No, it's not a nice
and it's wild because, like, working in New York, working in DC is where the two locations I worked out of, and people like, oh, I love that city and I love this. And I was like, yeah, I bet you do. It's really cool, right? I'm like, but what people don't realize as cops and firefighters and EMTs and nurses is that we see the ugliest parts
the worst,
of
bro.
every city.
Yeah, dude, the worst of the worst,
no matter
bro.
how beautiful you may think that picture looks, you have no idea about how ugly it really is on the inside.
Yeah,
it's wild to see that.
Yeah, I at work one day I was doing interviews and I interviewed it was this woman who was the wife of the guy who was running the MTA, and I was like just talking about we just talked about the city. Right. And she started talking about like the underground, like the grimy, like underground, the city. Yeah,
it's wild down there. There's 6 levels. They go down into the city.
Yeah,
it's
just crazy. But
well, you saw the two caught out of the subway the other day. If you get out of the subway, the manholes.
Yeah,
it was like, oh, dude, it was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and shit. Fucking, there was like a dozen of them coming out of one manhole. And then you look down the street, there's another dozen coming out of another manhole. Fucking, that's the thing, man. When you live in New York, just because you live in an apartment, you don't know what lives under you.
There's a lot of things
or above you, or fucking in the walls.
But I bet you,
literally in the walls, probably too.
Right, dude. I bet you any amount of money, I'll put everything I own on it. If you put a Ring camera or whatever, and you, I'm sure there's camera footage, right?
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, there's just people walking by like nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Just people coming out.
Oh, 100%.
Just keep it moving.
Yeah, kill television. 100%, bro.
Yeah. Like only
100%.
one person will stop and be like, does anyone see like what's going on here? Everybody else, just right down the street. Just not even looking.
So anyway, let's get back to the event.
All right.
So your event.
My event. Yeah. So this year we have Dad Bod of the Beach. I created Dad Bod of the Beach because, well, I'm a dad.
Yes.
And I think dads need love. And I see a lot of dads in the gym working out, and dads don't want to go on stage and do this hardcore stuff either. But you know what? We keep ourselves in shape. We look good. We feel good. We work hard. We take care of our families. We deserve some love.
Right? Oh, yeah, dude.
And I said 100%. I'm doing Dad Bod of the Beach.
Yeah.
And I said, how can I make this more memorable and cool? I said, well, it's not about just dad getting on stage. I want the babies on there with them too. I want dad to go up there with the kids and have a blast. Flex out, rock out.
I love that.
Show that
I
off,
fucking love that.
Right?
That's great.
Because isn't it? The kids, no matter my son is turning 4.
Yeah.
And my daughter's turning 9. But I know that later on in the years, they're gonna be like, Daddy, remember when we did that show and we went on stage?
Oh, dude, listen, all I can say is thank God we're doing it here and not in California, because I was, I follow Mike Curtin, and he follows me too. If we can, I'm sure he follows you. If we can, his son. Have you seen this kid's son? Mike Curtin's son is like freaking. He's like my kid's age, and he's got like an 8-pack. I'm not. I was watching this kid work out. And I was like, I was like, oh my God. I was thinking over my son. I'm like, yo, go do some push-ups.
It's your reminder that there are people who are just genetically more gifted than the rest of us.
Mike Kern and his kids showed up, and you just have to hang your head down.
You're like, yeah.
You go walk. They're in phenomenal shape, man. But, you know, I think it's great you're doing that. I think it's great. I always, whenever I see parents at the gym, whenever I see dads at the gym working out with their kids, I always go out of my way. No lie. I swear to God, I go out of my way, and I go, yo, man, I just want to say I'm proud of this. And I look at the kids, and you should be proud of your parents. So you should be happy your dad's taking you to do this with you. It's a great experience and a bonding experience for you. Yeah. And no, I love that. I think it's great that you're doing that, dude. I think it's amazing you're doing that.
Yeah. So
it's a great category.
So I came up with 3 rounds, right? So for round 1, of course, the fitness round, we all go out. Second round, well, I mean, after becoming a dad, everybody's always like, your jokes are so corny. You have the corniest jokes. And I'm like, no.
Jokes.
And I'm like, I think dad jokes are freaking hilarious. I love my dad jokes. Like, and I laugh at the dad jokes too, because the punchlines are just, you know, the
they're
best.
Great.
So I said, you know what? 2 minutes of the best dad jokes. Let's laugh.
I want to laugh.
I love
that.
dads need to have a sense of humor. So let's crack up.
Yeah, my set's done already.
I'm sure it is.
It's always been focused on.
It's
always been focused on. He's like, I'm going to make sure I kill it with the jokes.
I was like, all right, because look, like we talk about this all the time, because a lot of like the podcast early on, both our kids were here and like everything we do, but we don't even think about it from our standpoint. I always think about it, and so to see is like I can imagine my son being a dad and telling his kid when like, oh yeah, I was on a podcast with my dad, or like
exactly.
So when the funny thing was, and this is how much like, so I got excited about it because I was like, all right, so I don't have to be in bodybuilding shape, but good shape. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But to your point, I was like, the stage thing, I don't like, you know,
right.
But don't get me wrong, like it's fine. Like, but you were like, oh, your kid comes immediately. I'm like, all right, I'm in. And then I saw it was jokes and then an obstacle course. And I go, all right, this is what I'm talking. I got so, as a dad, I got so excited. So here's how exciting it was. And that just to give you context, my son's high school graduation party is on June 28th. I booked the DJ and everything. Thank God DJ Unique is my friend. Shout out John. Love him to death. And John is so good to me. John is DJ'd. John's like the biggest DJs here for sure and in New York. And but he DJ'd my first wedding and my second. So I remember
John.
Oh my God.
I hired him.
You DJ'd your first and second marriage?
It was the best. So I remember.
I don't know how you pulled that off.
Look, so here's the best. Here's the best. So
how'd you pull that off?
Regina, who's my wife, we were out and we run into DJ Unique's what we call it, but we ran into a club. He was there, a bar. He was there and he was killing it. And my wife's like, this is the guy we should hire for the wedding. And I go, you know what's really funny? She goes, I go, he's the DJ from my first wedding. So for a minute, there was this like awkwardness, but John's such a good dude. Yes. So John comes over and he starts laughing. He goes, you guys will be the first people I ever do their second wedding. So anyways, he is a family. He's a family friend of ours now. Like he lives right in Red Bank, but like any event I've had where it would probably be ridiculously too expensive to hire him or have him, whatever his schedule is, he's like, oh yeah, I'm there. Not a person or a person that works for him. Right. Like he comes. And so I booked him. We scheduled the whole thing out June 28th. And all of a sudden I go, I get off with you. I'm so excited. And then I'm like, my wife's like, isn't that Tyler's graduation day? And I'm like, oh, fuck. I was like, well, and now I'm like, we can't go. And I'm trying to figure the whole thing out. So I said, Ty, I got to ask you a question. I said, there's this New Jersey beach bod thing. It's for dads. We get to go on stage together and we get to pose together and show off. He's like, I'm in. And I go, wait a sec, buddy. Wait. It's the day of your graduation. He's like, can we move it? So he was like, I'm like, are you sure? He's like, oh, I don't care. He's like, he's so excited to just go on stage and be out there. And his friends are coming. Like it's a whole, and you saw this prom picture, like all his boys are like, I'm Papa Rod to all those kids. And so they're all coming. That's awesome. Immediately, so I canceled the whole thing. Called John. I was like, bro, I'm so sorry. I know it's the summer and your calendar's probably booked forever. Yeah. I was like, but can we swing a different day? Shout out John who moved it. But we moved everything. And it was only because as a dad, he was so excited that awesome. He was. So I know for years, whatever happens, I say this joking around, but I'm saying seriously, even though it sounds like I'm joking, I already won. Like he's coming.
You're right.
It does it everything out. My wife's coming. My mom's coming. Ambassador. So like so we'll walk away to your point with a memory of something.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beautiful experiences you never forget. And that's what the show to me last year was about. Everybody had a beautiful experience and they look forward to it again. And if you give everybody that at every show, they're going to come back again because everybody, when you feel good about doing something, you want more of it. You want to do it again, right? No matter what it is.
100%.
So like that's the whole part of what I want. You know, I want to be like next year. Dude, we're going to the Jersey Fit Body competition thing. That thing was a blast.
Yeah.
Even if you're in it or not in it, it was a great time. I want to go back. It was like the best start of the summer thing to do. And I want to do that every summer. I want that to be like the jump off for the summer down the shore. But I'm going to create more genres, of course. Next year is going to be bigger than this year.
There you go.
Once we get through this year, I mean, I might as well break the news. Why not? You know?
Oh, here we go.
We're looking
First time. Wait, first time report here live.
That's right.
On Advice Unfiltered.
Next year, I'm going to give mom some love. And we're going to have mom bow to the beach next year.
Yeah.
With dad
There
bow to
you
the
go.
beach.
Love
I'm going to
that.
show some mommy some love next year.
Love that.
All those hardworking moms.
There's some
single
kick-ass
moms
moms out there.
There you go.
There's a lot of moms working out hard. You see them all the
Yeah.
time. So we're going to give mom some love to go out there with their kids too and hit the stage as well. Maybe
Love
we'll
that.
have a mom and dad go out at the same
have a
time.
family.
You know what I mean?
Family.
And have mom and dad bottom the beach together.
You would have to do a parent event because there's some parents that aren't mom and dad. You'd have to do a parent event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just have a
Yeah.
We'll
parent
get the
event.
logistics right. It's
Couple-
fine. The
parent
idea's out
couples
there.
events, Yes.
Yeah, and
I
we're-
love that. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that idea. All of it. That's a great idea, bro.
I think it's a great way to bring friends,
family
family, and fitness
Yeah.
I
together.
mean,
all at
have a whole
once.
family up there posing together.
Right. And
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing. And it's not just one-sided. It's like everybody's included.
Yeah.
And that's what
Yeah.
I like about it. It's a family fitness fun event that anybody could do with just come and have
What,
fun.
I love about what you're doing is you're taking away from the aesthetics, right? It's not so much about how you look, but it's how you feel. Right. It's about the experience of feeling good about your accomplishments of how far you've come and what you're doing.
Right.
Which is amazing, which is what health is all about.
Exactly.
I think that's something we really emphasize here at the show a lot is that, because a lot of people think that we're.
We got beat up this week.
Oh,
for it.
I know. It's a great lead in, right? It's a great lead
I
in.
was waiting for the opening. I
Yeah,
knew
it was a great lead in. You know what I mean? It was a great lead into a conversation we had last week
Yes.
where the woman wrote in.
The guy wrote in.
The guy wrote in.
And this is now. It's important for all you people watching
To listen.
Listen to the context of the question.
Yeah, listen to the context of the question.
What he said was they came into him and his wife came in a relationship together, and they both are relatively fit people. And at some point, for no medical reason, anything, she just got really lazy and decided, I don't want to be in shape. I want to get fat. So it wasn't like she had cancer or like any sickness. She just
I had nothing to do with menopause, had nothing to do with age, nothing to do with having one limb.
None of that stuff. She got lazy and just checked out.
Yeah, she just checked out.
And his question was, is it fair in this scenario for me to feel like maybe this relationship is essentially working because what I came into this relationship for isn't being held on the other side? Right. And so we talked about it, and our take on it. Well, I'll say my take on it. Yours was similar, was that, when you go into a relationship and that is, and you're keeping your end of the bargain, the person doesn't even have to be fitness. Could be they just don't feel like working or they don't want to do whatever anymore. Right. I think absolutely 100% you have the right to say, hey, you know what? Maybe your ideas of what a healthy relationship has changed, but so have mine. And this isn't for me. Okay. Right. You got one life to live. And if somebody wants to go in a different direction, I think you have the right to break up. That was my take on it. I think you were kind of similar.
Yeah.
Right?
The only thing I said differently was just, and it was the same point, was that it's not about aesthetics. It's not about the way they look. It was about the fact they're giving up on themselves, and it's about their health. Like if I'm married to you, I want to be married to you forever. Like I want to live as long as we possibly can. Yeah. Right. I want you to be able to do things with me.
Right.
And not worry about if you're gonna have a heart attack because I want to go take a hike. Or I want to go take a walk. Like I want you to be able to do things with me. So yes, there is a certain obligation you have when you're with somebody to live your best life.
Yeah.
And to be your best health wise, but they came at us hard.
Yeah.
Again, it was like, they were like, women already have more body fat than men, and women have menopause and all this stuff. And all I got to say to all those things, I want to make it really, very, very simple for everybody to understand. What you said was out of context of what the question was. Most importantly, if you heard what the question was, they had nothing to do with any of those things.
No.
Yes, life happens. But I also want to put this also into context.
Yes.
As much as you want to say you have menopause, you have more fat, age, all these excuses that you're throwing at the page, I want you to understand something. I saw a 91-year-old woman complete an Ironman competition. You know what I mean? I saw a 78-year-old man deadlift 400 pounds. Like, so don't tell me that this excuse and this excuse and this excuse is the reason. The reason is because you don't want to do it. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is because here's the God's honest truth about the human body. I don't think there's one person who disagree with me on this. I know I get so heated. I get so heated.
I know, like it went from being like, "Hey guys, just want a clarification." He's like, "All right, hold on, zoom in.
Let's get in here.
Let's get the fucking excuse out of the way.
Get the fucking excuse out of the way, and let's be real. It's not a priority for you. Bottom line, because here's the thing about the human body: 100% about the human body, and nobody can argue about this. Is that when you put your mind to something, your body will adapt and change to what you create your habits of being and what your diet is. And there is nothing that you can say to me that is going to make me change my mind about that. Your habits, your eating habits, what you choose to do in your life decides your health quality. That's it. Yes, things happen. But I've seen I've seen a blind guy climb Mount Everest. I've seen a girl with no arms swim in the Olympics. I've seen I've seen people come over challenges every day. They just had every ounce of excuse in their mind to not do an accomplishment, and they fucking do it. They fucking do it. So don't tell me that you have all these excuses. Yeah, you can keep those excuses. Keep them. The bottom line is your priorities are fucked up. You need to go to the gym. You need to eat right. Your health should be number one. And because here's the thing: that you have no quality of life without quality of health. Bottom line.
And so we got this beach.
I just got canceled, by the way.
Look, there's no.
Everything just went blank.
Okay. Do we lose everybody? No. So look, this is what I would say is pick him up off the morning rant.
Sorry, I got a rant there.
It's true.
I was holding it all day, bro. I saw the comments all day. And I was like, I'm going to
say it because it's going to segue into what for you. What goes back to the whole point of what you're doing, why I appreciate it. The fact that my family, because Tyler gets excited. I'm an example for what you don't realize is how much you're an example for him, right?
Oh yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, bro.
And Tyler's in shape.
Tyler's in great shape, dude. You guys are the epitome of
Tyler is he's a national champion scooter. So he backflips and X Games and all. So he cardios 6-8 hours a day. But my thing is what makes my life, my wife, my relationship, my marriage, being a dad enjoyable is that I'm setting a standard for them. I'm telling them by my work ethic and my discipline that I'm going to be around for a long time. You guys can count on me. When shit hits the fan, I'm going to be strong enough to be there. Right. And to me, that's has nothing to do with the aesthetics. And the second part of it is the things that I enjoy the most that I think a lot of people take off their plate, and they won't admit it, but it's true if they were really honest with themselves. It's that I love going for a walk with my wife. I like when the three of us go do something active like Topgolf, or when we can get out of the house, we can do those things. So there is a component of it where I look at it and I say, I really appreciate the fact that it's really centered around the fact of just being a good example as a dad and all the other components to it, not just hey, how shredded are you for ... right? Because the one thing I said to you when you came in was, as a dad, and I said this in the post, I appreciate at this age that I look the way I do, but I don't. I make good decisions most of the time, but that's part of being a dad. Right. I want to go to the bar with my wife and have wings and a beer for football. Yeah. I want to go do X, Y, Z, and so I don't want to give those up. So I like living in that space of being essentially a dad.
That's a safe space to be. It's not a bad place to be.
I love it.
Listen, the body still likes a little dirty food here and there. It's okay. You need those refeeds and those resets and a little bit of that grease and that heaviness. It's all right.
Jersey, baby.
It keeps right, and it keeps your body functioning right. Yeah. Because too clean for too long sometimes isn't always good. Because once you try to go enjoy yourself with something a little dirty, you get a bad reaction.
How many people got what is that? The infection, they call it the tickitis. What is it called?
Diverticulitis.
Right. I know so many bodybuilders that get that because they go on such a strict diet for too long, and they when to reduce food to their body reacts to it, the bacteria reacts to it, and they get an infection.
And and then it shuts them down. I've seen it.
Shuts them down, bro.
I've seen it.
Yeah, dude, for weeks. For weeks.
Yeah,
bro.
They can't move. They're shivering. They're stuck.
Yeah, my brother had it.
It's bad.
No, it's bad. For you know,
my dad had it.
Yeah.
I came home one morning from work and I had to help him down the steps into the car and shoot him over to the ER because he was in shock. Like he felt free, he was freezing, he was shaking, he couldn't move.
Well, your body going to sepsis.
Yeah.
You know, so it gets an infection.
Yeah.
And my brother was eating so clean because like someone in his family wind up having a really horrible gluten allergy, and then the whole family together collectively changed their diet together, which was great. It made it easier for everybody, right? So my brother just was like, okay, this is great for me. I'm going to eat ridiculously clean. It's a good, and at that time he was a little bit overweight, and now he's like in phenomenal shape. But it was because he was eating clean for so long, but so clean that when he went back and had strawberries, that the seeds in the strawberries got stuck all in his colon and he couldn't break them down. And he's a huge like during his work day, he eats, he loves fruit, but whatever it was, I guess whoever was fake couldn't even have fruit. So months later, he introduced it back in. He was in the ER. Like they're all stuck all in his colon and inflamed everything. And it was awful.
I mean, I've seen people with this no carb diet for so long too. And then they have some carbs and they bloat.
Oh,
I mean, a lot of females in bodybuilding, when they go hard with the no carbs to get down to that weight and that look that they want, and then they eat one burger or something, they're like, bloop, bloop, and they're like, oh my God, my body's freaking out. I look like shit.
Wonder why.
You're like, because you went too long.
Yeah, you starved yourself too much.
Your body likes the carbs. It's not. It doesn't hate carbs.
No, it doesn't hate carbs.
No.
That's I think it's one of the biggest fallacies, right? We can all agree with. So like I say this all the time when people talk about diets. I was like, here's the thing. Back in the day when I was a kid, it was fats were bad for you. Right. Freaking milk was good for you. It also became bad for you in the 2000s. Red meat became bad for you. Fucking in the late 90s. Eggs became bad. And here's the God's honest truth. You need all of that.
Yeah.
You need all of that. You need the protein. You need the dairy. You need the freaking fats. You need the carbs.
I mean, you can't have a vegan cat.
No, you can't have a vegan fucking cat.
Freaking,
yeah, dude. No, you need that stuff, man. Yes, there's different ways you can go about getting it. Right? There's different foods. That's what's great about humanity and great about the world is there's different. You don't have to eat just an apple off one tree. You can eat other fruits, but I think this is the thing that people make it too difficult, make it too hard to understand that you need these foods.
I think the fear is what stops a lot of people from doing the right thing too.
Well, there's so much fucking false information out there,
right?
Bro.
That's why it's like it scares them. I'm like, I don't know if I can eat that.
Oh, dude, I always bring up the keto thing, right? Keto diet was created for fucking obese people, for people really overweight, hundreds of pounds overweight.
Yeah.
And next, you see keto chips. And you see keto freaking water and keto I'm like, what the fuck is that? And everybody's going with the keto diet. I'm like, because you bought a keto burrito? Like what are you keto burrito? What are we talking about? Make that shit. Somebody's gonna make that, right? A keto burrito, right, dude? Keto burrito, it's out there. Matt, that's that shit. Fucking, you know what I mean? But like people, you know what I mean? But it's you can't reinvent the wheel.
No,
it's the food pyramid and it's working out and exercise. That's it. Yeah, it's not that fucking hard.
Very simple.
Very simple, man.
That's the problem. I think, when we talk about it all the time, because we get all these, we get all kinds of random questions, on the show. And I'm sure you've, you've seen the breadth of what we talk about. But it's really funny because I think, to your guys' point, the biggest challenge is you can go on social media and you can find anything about anything, whether it's true or not. And I ran to a guy the other day and I'm like, and he had a whole little bag of food. And he was carrying stuff. So I thought immediately go to competition, weight cut, you're carrying your own food with you. Yeah. The guy goes, nah, man, I'm on this natural, call it a natural earth paleo diet. And I was like, I didn't realize there was versions of the paleo diet. I said, well, what?
Natural earth?
I was like, well, how did you get on? And then it had to be somewhere everything had to be cooked on. Everything had to be cooked on rock or some shit and a whole bunch of stuff. So I let him go. Look, and by the way, I'm a firm believer in this, to each their own. I don't care what you do, right? If that's what you want to do. So I couldn't help it though. I just couldn't help myself. He was he started giving me well, we don't, he's like, I don't eat bread. And because back in the day, he goes, they didn't have bread, so that's not what the cave people ate. So I don't have bread. And I go, that's amazing. I go, it's crazy. So how some part of it all went together, right? And I go, it's crazy. I go, what was really crazy back then? What? I go, just because they didn't know how to make bread. And I go, now they do, and it's fucking delicious. And he's like, and I just couldn't help myself. I kept doing it to him. But
somebody just asked, is almond milk better than dairy milk?
Well, do almonds really make milk?
No.
That's always my thing.
No, it's all-
do almonds make milk?
I've
No,
never
almonds-
seen milk come out of a nut.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody milk an almond. I'm just saying.
I mean, butter maybe, but
It's
definitely
like
not milk.
a little bit milk a cat.
The almond. No, milk's always better for you.
But that's all those
Yeah.
things, right? Like when it was the Impossible Burgers, people were like, "Oh, it's great," and then all of a sudden you watch the oils and fat, like all the chemicals
Goes
that
in it.
make that
Yeah.
thing, and people are like, "I'm making a better choice." Like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
at all.
No, you're
They're
a
not.
chemical burger.
No.
So let's talk about your straps.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, let's do some strappage here. So, Al, show us. Let's
Yeah,
go,
pick 'em
man.
up, show 'em,
Promote your
Al.
business, Al.
yeah. So these straps, what happened was during my career, I had a torn my tricep, I had a ulnar nerve pinch and things like that, and I was struggling with my workouts, like trying to hold on to weight. My fingers kept opening up on me, and I had to finish through, but regular wraps wasn't doing it for me. So no matter how many times I wrapped it, I'm still like opening up, and I'm like, man, I gotta finish. This sucks. I can't grip anything.
Yeah.
So what I did was I created this isolat strap. And what I did was I made it so that when you get to that point, or if you have a C4 issue in your neck where you can't really grip anything, you have tendonitis, you have arthritis, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, and these tendons in here are all jacked and your forearm's swollen, you can't hold on any longer. Well, you can lock right into a cable machine with these, and you can do any kind of cable movement that you want to do without having to grip it.
Nice.
I mean, you can hold on to the strap. I mean, the Velcro is heavy duty. So once you lock this thing around your wrist here,
Could use that in the bedroom.
this is like, yeah, man. I mean, you could probably hook up to your sex swing if you want to just
You'd be like,
Tarzan yourself around.
wait. So, ladies,
Ladies.
Al had created you this.
Oh, yeah.
This straps onto your bed.
It does. We're gonna find you new markets, Al.
Wait, hold on. You gotta do the
Yeah,
clip part,
here
hold
a
on.
clip part.
So you guys show the clip part. Wait, see the clip part. Ready? So, ladies, freaking look. Hold on. Wait, the clip's right on?
You gotta hit the clips on the side to open
Okay,
it,
his clips aside. There you go.
and it goes right in.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right in. See?
Look at
Now-
that.
Quick
Now-
release though.
Now you're mine.
Now
Yeah.
you're
Now,
mine.
now you're mine. Unless I want to let you go. No, here, show this one too. Show that one
Yeah.
too. Here,
So-
show both your products here. Let them
So
see.
basically, this product is the anklet. You know, most women, me as a personal trainer, you know, you know that the rings come double on the anklet. Sometimes like this, sometimes they come
Yeah.
one, and you're down there and you're trying to hook up to this. You see the girls doing this, and you see them going down there, and it's taking the air out of you, and you're like,
Yeah.
cut their finger, they mess up their brand new
Chip the nail.
nails.
Yeah.
Chip the
Right,
nail.
and they
Nail.
like, damn it! I just got my nails done. Right,
Yeah.
so I said, let me take care of the girls because I know that they love these kickback straps and anklets, and they do all kinds of things with this. So I made this like a champagne version of it, where you just open up. If this is the cable machine here or whatever you're gonna connect to, you're in.
Beautiful.
That's it.
That's it.
You're locked
Beautiful.
in. You're not coming off. This thing will hold probably like 500 pounds worth of pressure. Then you want a quick release?
That means I'm putting a harness on the roof. I'm just saying.
There
On the
you
yeah,
go.
ceiling.
yeah, you can swing with it. No problem. It's the Velcro will hold
I'm
you.
hooking on the swing, ladies.
So to release it, you just hit the two buttons on the side and you're
Nice.
gone. You don't have to fidget with it anymore. You don't have
Nice.
to worry, try to get that angle to get that
Yeah,
hook off.
yeah, that's cool.
You don't even
This
have to use a
is-
safe word. It's fucking great.
Pineapple, whatever it is.
No, it's very cool, man.
You know?
Verified fitness. Yeah, if we can zoom in on that. There you go.
Multiple
Yeah.
uses.
Yeah, I
Worth
mean,
every penny.
Yeah.
You put those in your bag, you
There
straps
you go,
alone,
guys.
you have to do your whole workout with them. You know?
No,
what I
it's
mean?
very cool,
Yeah.
man.
You know?
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So wait a second, I gotta bring up something. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Wait. So you were a men's health and fitness, right?
Oh shit! We've
Right?
been waiting.
Yeah, I
We've
was.
been waiting weeks for
I-
this.
yes, I
Do
was.
you know this? Do you know this? You have a history.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, because you were in the competition, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so was I. And I was fucking winning until fucking the last voting area, and then you blew me out of the fucking water.
Holy
Like I
We've
swear
been
to
talking
God.
about this for
I
weeks.
swear
Oh
to
my God.
I sat there. I knew you
No
could do
way.
it. Yeah, dude, it was so funny. So like, when I first met you,
Right.
I was at I think it was that it's that one in Red Bank, that bar. Freaking
Red Rock?
It's closed now.
yes.
Starts with a C.
Are we talking about downtown? No.
So
Where?
it's
Oh,
like-
Centrata.
Centrata. There we go.
So it
That's
was
right.
a downtown.
Centrata,
It's
right?
gone now.
And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, man, this guy looks fucking familiar. I'm like, how the fuck do I know this guy? And then all of a sudden, like the ads came up again,
Yeah.
and I saw you on the ad, and I was like, that's the motherfucker that beat me.
Yes.
I'm like, that's
Bro,
it.
we've been
Dude,
talking about
dude,
this
I
since
was-
we signed
I
up.
was crushing it. And then you came out of nowhere and blew me out of the water. I'm like, oh, fuck that guy.
I love it.
So I just want to say congratulations.
Oh.
You know, it's cool.
It's all right.
Cool.
It's all right.
It's so
it
funny.
was a wild journey with that whole
Yeah,
thing.
dude, no, it was crazy, man.
It was
freaking. It was like there was that one guy that had no business even being in placement of anywhere. And fucking, I'm like, how are you paying for this shit, bro? Like, he must have been buying votes left and right.
Yeah.
And fucking, I was like, I didn't have any money. I was broke at the time, so I was constantly on Facebook going, somebody vote for me.
Yeah, let's tell you something. That whole competition. I mean, I have to give it to my wife. My wife was all over that.
Yeah,
she had people at work voting for me. Like, people didn't even know me, like, personally.
Yeah.
She's like, "You're voting for him. You're voting for him. Hey, did you guys vote today? It's double vote."
Yeah,
she was like,
dude,
she was on it.
dude,
She was on it. Like, she was on it, and she's like, I got anxiety. I'm not even the one in this competition. And I was like, relax. And she's like, you're so calm. I'm like, it's okay. I'm not.
Bro.
Yeah. It was a wild journey.
So funny, man. 'Cause I kept thinking, man, then I could think, I'm like, I know that guy looks familiar. I know. I was like, how the fuck do I know that guy? And then freaking, and then it came up in the ad, and I'm like, oh, that's the one. It's the one that beat me.
You know what, though? You know what the wild thing was? I did it because my whole thought, I don't know if they just changed the verbiage on me or something later on, but I could have sworn it's for the cover of the magazine.
Yeah, that's what it said. Dude, it was supposed to be for the cover of the magazine and $20,000.
Right.
That's exactly what it was supposed to be.
I got one of the two.
Yeah, you got this one.
I got $20,000. I never got the cover.
Really?
Right. And I'm not the only one, because I had to hit up some other guys that wanted the show as well. And I was like, is it just me, or were you thinking that you were gonna get that? Like, yeah.
Well, then I also found out that fucking only like 10% of the proceeds actually go towards
10.
up to
5
10.
to 10.
5 to 10 of the proceeds actually go to helping fucking vets and everybody
there's
else.
Hundreds of us.
Yes,
on there.
dude.
Thousands probably.
And all over the country, because there's 20 in each state.
Those guys made millions.
Yeah, dude, they made millions because it's 20 in each state, and then it got down to us in the East Coast.
Right.
Fucking, and then fucking, yeah, dude, yeah. Freaking, I was like, wow, what a fucking gamut, bro.
Oh yeah, and then I went on TikTok and I found a guy that was talking about it. And he was talking about what a scam it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, son of a gun. And
Son of a bitch, bro.
It really was. I mean,
I was disheartened by the whole thing.
You saw, like, once I won it and I started seeing how everything was being played, I was like, you son of a gun.
Yeah.
And then they put me in the edition of like the Olympia magazine.
Yeah.
So it was like the cover was all about the Olympia. And then the photos that they took of me, and this, I haven't even given anyone a magazine. I'm like,
really?
Yeah, I'm really like, I was really upset about it.
No,
The
absolutely.
photos that they took of me in there, horrible.
Really?
I've got better photos of my iPhone and other photo shoots that I did. Matter of fact, the photos that I used to win the competition will blow these pictures out.
Man.
And I'm like, this is your photo?
Now, they give you any residuals from adding you into the ad?
No.
See, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro.
It's very cold.
Yeah, that's cold shit.
Cold.
That's cold shit.
It's like that.
You should get like a year's subscription for free or something, bro. You know what I mean?
It's just like Dave Chappelle said, cold blooded.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, dude.
But whatever. It was like I said, you have experiences, right?
Yeah, no.
That was one of them right
I'm
there.
not bitter about it at all.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
He's not bitter. But here's the
fucking
best part. When we go watch this back later, this is exactly what he said. He said, I gotta talk to you. You gotta lean on it and
Well, it was
everything.
funny because I knew you didn't watch the show, and I brought it up a while ago.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he doesn't know it yet, but I'm gonna say something. I was like, fuck it. I was like, you just know me and him have a history.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
man.
funny, bro. It was funny, man. No, congratulations, bro.
That's hilarious. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a wild run. It really was.
Nah, it was cool shit.
It was a
Dude,
wild
nah,
run.
listen, to win men's health, like men's health fitness magazine, men's health fitness
Men's health fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a small accomplishment. That was a big competition, dude.
It was hard.
It was hard.
It was very hard.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a lot of support. That's what the whole competition was built on support.
The whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever had
Yeah.
your back pushing you through it is basically where it was at. That's all it was.
Well, we learned it because when we won the Signal Awards. So we
That's what it is. Just so you know, we won some shit too, bro.
by the way,
we won some awards too.
My
I
only-
only saw this, Al.
Al,
I saw your shelves.
the
I
other
saw
ones
the shelves.
aren't here yet, Al. But no, you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Thanks for my back, Tony.
Yeah, it's okay. By the way, I actually,
Funny
funny
that
thing
you feel
is,
better.
I
It's great.
have my small. I shot for them, but in 96, I went and did a photo shoot for them for Men's Health magazine. I went to school my freshman year. I ran into a guy, wanted to be one of my best friends for a long time. He started the first under 30 modeling agency at the time, and it was all college kids. And started a business, and it wound up being, of course, this makes total sense. That women were, I think he had like all his models were women, and he would have them for like calendar shoots and photo shoots. But I met him, and I was a dude, and I was in shape. He's like, you'll be the only guy on the roster. So I used to go to all the events, but through him, I wound up being Cosmo's most eligible bachelor in the country. I was in Cosmo magazine. I was doing all this stuff. But Men's Health magazine, I got to shoot for them, and they came out and did a whole shoot, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be in the magazine. It's gonna be the shit. Ghosted me, dog.
Oh, damn.
I still have the
you would
photos,
think a
though.
more established magazine would have a better rapport with the people in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're the ones that make the magazine good for you.
There's the reason why you have the magazine.
Why you have the magazine,
If it wasn't
right?
everyone who was keeping it shape and pushing,
dude.
you have nothing to print.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's why we appreciate these, because what we didn't know when we put in for the contest, it was you had to vote, but it didn't ask nobody for money, which was like a huge.
That's big.
I mean, we've also paid to be in it, so it was that. But and you could only vote once. They're really particular about how you have email addresses. So we found we didn't even know we were nominated to the last week of voting. Me and him, it's a crazy story, but we tell all the time, but we won't. But we were at 0% with 0 votes. 7 days to go.
With a week.
With a week to go. By the way, behind Emmy award-winning journalist shows, Sony, Warner Brothers, and like you had to. So we all of a sudden, Chris is like, "I got this," and we.
Yeah, I literally, when I say, "Listen, man, I got something," I don't doubt myself at all.
Yeah.
So Tony called me. He says, "Yo, bro, we're in the running, and we got a week, and everybody else ahead of us, a lot."
A lot.
And he goes, I don't know. He goes, I don't know if we can win or anything. He goes, I don't know if we can do it. I was like, I got this. I was like, watch. I fucking got this. We went to number 1 that day.
We went to number 1
and
that
we held
day.
It all fucking week until the 6th day. It's the 5th day. It was the 5th day. I think it was the 5th day.
Yeah.
The 5th day, the other girl, the award-winning girl, pulled ahead of us. Right.
She caught us.
And fucking, I go, I got this. I was on set.
Yes, you were
on set for a J-Lo movie. Right. I'm on set for a J-Lo movie. He messages me. He goes, "Yo, man, we're losing. She just jumped ahead of us."
Yes.
Right?
I go live. He's on set.
I'm not supposed to have my phone on set, right? Freaking J-Lo sitting directly across from me, right?
Yeah.
Freaking, I'm like, I got this. I put my phone here. I'm like, yo, I need you guys to go vote now. I'm like, what's for this? Like, I need you to go vote now.
Yeah.
We just dropped down to 2nd place. I need you guys to please go vote.
Yeah.
Post it. Boom.
I'm already talking about we're going to be 2nd place, and it's good. We've still nominated.
Dude, amazing. So we have the show Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Freaking before we know, and his kid's sitting here, and he's sitting here. I'm like, so you think we won? I was like, what do you guys think we did? And everybody, no, we got 2nd.
I'm like, we got 2nd. I'm like, that's a huge show.
I say, get the camera right on me. I go, we fucking won. Watch. And freaking, so the next morning he comes up, he calls me at 8:00 in the fucking morning, bro.
Your work, yeah.
He calls me. I'm trading Evan, my boy Evan. Shout out to Evan. I'm trading Evan. And my phone goes off. I go, Evan, give me a second. I said, you want to see something cool? He goes, what's this? I'm like, Tony's calling me to let us know we won. He goes, really? I go, watch this. Tony, I put it on speaker. I go, what's up? He goes, we fucking won. He goes, we won. I go, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. What'd you say? He goes, we won. I'm like, I'm sorry, Tony. I still can't hear you. The gym's really loud. What'd you say? He's like, we fucking won. And I go, all I said was, I told you.
I told you.
Chris is right.
Chris is always right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, when I feel it, I know it, bro. When I feel it, I fucking know it, man.
Yeah.
You know?
And even this year, we won again, but it was all votes. And then when we left and what I just say is our community is like really a great community. But
we have a great following. Our community is amazing. Shout out to everybody watching. Like, our community is amazing.
We won we won this year for best relationship and dating advice, and we beat out Gary Brecka, the UFC, for overall wellness and fitness. It was we beat out. When I looked on, I'm like, we're up against Gary Brecka, and I'm going through all the health pros we're against. I'm like, we got again. I'm like, all right, our audience is good.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. And not only did we win, but the guy after we won, we don't have the words yet. They're taking forever to make them. But the guy pulled me aside. He goes, "Hey, I just want you to know something." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Your audience like loves you." I go, "That's awesome." He goes, "No. You guys got more votes than any other show, all of them." And I was like. That's what awesome. I'm talking about.
I'm just saying, if you want to compete now, that's good.
If you want to compete now, we'll start voting.
Coming in hot. They're coming in hot.
Coming in hot, bro. Coming in hot.
Yeah. So I had a random question for you. So you did 26 shows. How many shows were you doing a year?
So when I first started amateur, I did 4 shows a year for 5 years straight.
Wow.
Yeah, I was.
Is there a break in there? Like time? No, right?
There's no break.
I was hitting show and the things I wasn't even picking like small shows. I did maybe 1 or 2 little ones, not like as big, but I was doing the New York Met. I was doing Jersey State. I was doing the shows where I knew it was going to be a hard lineup.
Yeah.
And the way I looked at it during my bodybuilding career was the only way you could be the animal that you want to be is by standing next to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you're never going to know what you add up to unless you put yourself right there.
Yep.
So I didn't want to go and do these smaller shows where maybe I could win, and I felt like I was cheating myself. I didn't want to cheat myself out of all the hard work.
Yeah.
You put so much into this to say, yeah, I did great, but against who?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're 100% right, bro.
If I'm gonna lose, I'd rather lose to the best
Yeah.
than lose to someone that wasn't as good as the best.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean? So
100%.
I was going after it, and I'm gonna stand next to him. And when I got my pro card, I was standing next to Raymond Edwards, who was Mr. Olympia, and I beat him at the Pittsburgh Pro. I was my first pro show.
Nice, dude.
But I mean, the guy became Mr. Olympia. He had great coaches and everything.
Yeah.
His genetics were phenomenal. But I beat him at one show. You know what I'm saying? And I felt good about that. You know,
that's the thing about bodybuilding shows too, is that people don't understand either, is that you could do really good at one show and literally fucking you can fall flat at the next one.
I did the first Puerto Rico NPC IFBB pro show ever. I went to do that show because I knew it was new. And I said, let me do this. You know, I went back home to my family lives out in there, and I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
And I said, let me do this show.
Rodriguez.
Okay. I figured that.
Latino heat little Latino heat here.
So I said, let me go show some love and you know, put it out there. And I went, and they were calling all the pros up, and they were like, come on, let's go. And I was like, I'm not a pro. I'm here for the NPC part. They're like, oh. Because I was hanging out with the pro guys, I knew a few of them, and I was like, "Oh well, thanks." I flattered, but whatever.
Yeah,
so then I go on
absolutely,
stage, and I took first and overall of the show, and I said, "Oh, I'm ready for Team U." I went to Team U. I took 15th place.
Yeah.
So exactly what you just said.
Dude,
you could be on top one show, next show
you fall flat,
get smashed.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like,
and people don't understand the timing that it takes, right? Because you deplete your body so much before the show. And that you literally have to spike it right at the right time to get that vein popping out.
Everything.
That's why you see guys taking those Reese's Pieces cups or shots of vodka.
You know what I did one year? It was so good. I got everybody bombed backstage.
Oh, I bet.
I took gummy worms and I put them in that loopy vodka, and I had them in a big mason jar. And everybody's like, "What are you eating?" I was like, "You want one?" Before they knew it, before prejudging, everybody was fucking lit back then.
Awesome.
They were like, "Don't go by Al. He's got everybody fucked up."
By the way, no body fat. Only takes only 3 gummies.
So that's why they do a shot of vodka. You do a shot of vodka alcohol. The sugar pops out in your vein next to you.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, dude.
Vascular as hell.
Yeah, dude.
Ronnie Coleman, that
Crazy.
story, that famous story, is when he won the first one. They gave, I forget, it was like somebody gave him shots.
What was his name?
He gave him vodka the night
he gave
before.
vodka, yep.
Got him hammered, and he's like, "No, trust me." It was the first time he ever drank. He goes out and wins Mr. Olympia.
Right up.
Yeah,
you're right up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
that's good to know. We're at Bar A. It's like these are the dad. I've already reached out to a few people, being like, "Look, here's the deal. I know going in, like I've just 4 weeks out, and I'm like, all right, I have like a basic plan, but I'm not like stressed about. Like I'm just going. No, I will put a little more attention to it, but I want to stay true to being a dad. Like this is the normal life I live. This is what I look like. It's great.
Right.
But I called a buddy of mine. I was like, hey, just out of curiosity, like, what do you diet down to? Like, what's just the last week look like for you? Like, you know, just curiosity, because I know, but I don't know at that level. Right. Okay. It's a whole nother level. Right. And then the best is like, he's like, yeah. And then, you know, this the night before, the morning of, just make sure you chug enough alcohol to really dehydrate yourself. He's like, it'll be a good time. Yeah. So I was like, all right, that's a good little tip there. But
that's what it is.
That's why it's a Bar A. Just bang.
Just dry up a little. And then, you know, you want to carb up a little. You can deplete a little bit of the carbs and then bring them back in and dry out at the same time without messing yourself up too bad. You know, you got to be careful with that one because you feel like shit the next day.
I know I'm going to feel like shit. It's fine.
Yeah.
What's all right. So now that you're kind of you're living a life, but not living a life, right? Like now that you're back being a dad, right. What's the food that you miss the most? What's the food you're back in? Like, thank God I can have this again.
Everything.
Is everything?
I really don't cut much out. I go with what I like. What I do, this is me in my own head, right? I try to keep it as clean as possible throughout the day, and then I treat myself to something every day.
That's good. That's the way I do it.
And that's just the way.
So what's your treat, bro? What's your go-to treat?
Depends. I have whatever my body's craving. If it's lasagna, I go have lasagna.
There you go.
If it's a burger, I go have burger fries. If it's chicken wings and some rice, I go get chicken wings and rice.
That's what I tell people, bro.
And I enjoy it.
We talk about all the time.
We talk all the time. Like so one of my sales pitch, right? My sales pitch when I'm training people, right? I'll go. So what are your goals? And you know, as a trainer, what do they always say? What are their goals?
I want to get lean. I want to hold muscle. I want my legs to get bigger. I want all this.
Right?
You know,
all
depends
this stuff,
on the
right?
client.
All this superficial stuff, right? Yeah. I just want to be healthy, right?
You don't get that.
And I tell them, I say, listen, let's be honest. Let's bring it down to really the fundamentals of what's really important.
Right.
You want to be able to eat whatever you want to be able to eat, and not feel guilty. Right. The best way for you to do that is go to the gym.
Right.
You want to be able to sit there and travel wherever you want to go for the rest of your life. Be able to walk up a pair of stairs and be able to hang out with your grandkids or your kids or whatever and get off the floor, right? Awesome. The best way to do that going to the gym. Also, the most important one is that when you take your clothes off and you look in the mirror, you want to go, that would do me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I look fucking good.
Yeah.
Right? Fucking, you want to
yourself
have
a wig.
those right there are the 3 fundamental things that will drive you.
Yeah.
That'll motivate you and keep you going. But the 3 fundamental things that also keep you young, keep you moving, keep you going.
100%.
You know what I mean? If you can, so fitness it's the best thing for you.
I feel like you need to invest into your product, and you're your own product.
Yeah, your own product, man.
If you don't care enough about yourself, you're not going to do it.
No.
And you can't depend on somebody else to make that happen for you. You have to be mentally set. Like, I want to fix me.
Yeah.
And that's where the mental part comes into. It's not anything else. It's not somebody saying, I got you. And then you need those people that they think you're going to carry them every day through this. And it's like, you have to be responsible for yourself at some point.
Accountability.
You know what I mean?
Accountability.
You have to have accountability for yourself.
Accountability.
I'm not saying you have to be perfect, but at least have some accountability to care enough to fix the problem.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And that's where I think you need to be at.
No, that's 100% spot on. Yeah. That's what we talk about all the time. We talk about that all the time about the biggest thing, because people want to play victim, right? They want to play victim, and you can't have a victim mentality. I tell people all the time when it comes to working out and training, it's not the physical journey. It's the mental journey.
Right.
It's not a physical challenge. It's a mental challenge. Just getting up and going to the gym.
Right.
But if you do that, we talked about it last week. If you do that, it's the one thing in your life that I guarantee you, as much as you might bitch and moan and complain about going, that when you leave, you're happy you went.
Right.
Every single fucking time. Like, at least I did that. At least I went. It might not be a shitty workout. You might not have done the best you wanted to. But you were there. And you left. It's one thing you can guarantee in your life. And as much as you hate doing it, when you leave, you're happy you fucking done it.
Yeah. I mean, how are you supposed to carry all the stuff in the house as a dad? If
right?
You
gotta be a fucking.
You can't fit through a door.
I just did a video recently. I don't know if you guys saw the dad bod video I did. I posted on Instagram. You got to check it out. It's pretty cool.
You carrying stuff?
Oh yeah, it's all about the dads on the video.
Yeah.
My wife was in it, and she gave the whole. She's like, oh, hold on, I have to get this, babe. You got this, and she runs in the house and leaves me in the car. The kids are asleep. The car's packed with everything. And I'm like,
carried everything.
Oh,
and you go to the dad movie, you go, I could do this in one trip.
We all want to.
I know.
It's not happening.
I do one trip.
It crosses your brain for a second. Like, if I just get one kid an arm, and then just do this,
here.
like here.
Dog over
Maybe
here.
compile the both of them on one side. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Nah. So it's a real cool video, and it's just like it shows like, all right, here goes daddy, and I'm carrying the kids in the house. I'm opening up the back of the car, and it's just packed, and I'm like, oh, okay. My wife's like, you got this, and she walks away, and it's like, here we go, turn around, dad mode.
Make sure to check that out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask 2 questions before we go on to other stuff, because I know we're getting late here.
Yep.
So the one question I want to ask you, as a professional bodybuilder, as a guy who has an organization to help people get in shape and all that stuff, what is the one word of advice you would give to somebody who wants to be a bodybuilder?
So the way I would answer that question is, where are you in your life right now? To take your body to that level or go where you want to go as a bodybuilder, because being single, being married, having other responsibilities, it's a challenge to become a bodybuilder. Some people see it as a sport, some people don't, but it's very exhausting. You have to be very focused. You have to be mentally tuned in. So to be a bodybuilder is to basically, you have to take yourself into a different place.
Yeah.
And you have to be ready to say no to a lot of other things that usually you probably say yes to, and focus on yourself. And that's why it's a very selfish and cold place to be sometimes, because your focus is you.
Yeah.
And when it gets time to get real nitty gritty in the peak weeks and all that, where it's like hard and you want to quit, it's like, if you don't have the support you need, you're walking away from it, and you're in your head, and you're just like, I got to grow. I got to grind this. I don't care about what's going on. It's just all about me right now. I got to get through this. I'm going to push. I've been working so hard. I'm going to get on stages. I'm giving it all I got. And I got to be tougher. I got to be harder. This is not a game. This is me against me, being mentally focused into this challenge that I put my body through. And if I want to win, if I want to look great on stage, this is what I got to do.
Yeah.
It's like, it's all that
commitment,
just coming in, like big bowl of gumbo, just everything in the bowl. You're going in, you're going to eat it.
So one big step. So the word you basically would be commitment, right?
Commitment, the biggest thing.
The commitment to the craft, to the art, to what you're doing.
100%.
Right.
I mean, fitness is fitness, and you can play with it how you want to be healthy, to satisfy your fitness goals and your look. I mean, you can take it as hard as you want, but to become a bodybuilder is something that takes true dedication.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's you have to be truly dedicated to it.
Dedication. I love
dedication.
that. I love that. So my other question is, since we're reaching Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and we all have lost somebody, right? Yeah. What's one word of advice you would give to a man, a father, a loved one of somebody who's struggling right now?
Oh, The grass isn't greener. Because basically you change the color of the grass if you're gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's how you think about it.
Yeah. I like that.
Look
I
at
like that. I like that analogy. Like, yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. That's good. No, it's good, man. I'm glad you felt that. I felt that too. That was good, bro. That was really good, man. So yeah, we gotta bring that in, man. That was good. I didn't expect that. I almost made the whole show without shedding a tear. Almost made the whole fucking show.
Yeah.
Wow, that was good, dude. Yeah, let's say it one more time so everybody gets it.
Yeah, the grass isn't greener on the other side because when you're gone, you change the color of the grass for everyone.
There you go.
So it's not like you made anything better.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
you might have thought it was worse, but when you're gone, it's even worse.
Well, you know, I think we've talked about that before in one of the other episodes. You know, I think the people that struggle with mental illness, or that I don't even call it illness, that struggle with life. That struggle, I don't even call it illness. We all struggle with life. We've all had questions and we've all had doubts. I don't think it's an illness as much as it is a growth period in life. It's one of those moments in life where you get to make a choice of who you want to be, right? And I think a lot of people don't understand that people that take the route of hurting themselves or ending things think they're doing it to help other people. They think they're a burden. They think that them not being here won't matter to people, and they're wrong. They're wrong.
Right.
And I think that's why it's so important for if you ever feel like you should reach out to somebody, do it. I say this all the time with the gym. At the gym, if you ever question yourself if you should move your weights up or if you do more reps, the answer is always yes. Right? That is your body telling you that you need to do more, you need to work harder. That was too easy. Because if it was hard, you wouldn't have did it. So the same thing goes into the analogy of human connection. If you feel like somebody's struggling, if you feel like somebody's having a problem, if you feel like you should reach out and call somebody or give somebody a hug, do it. 100% do it. That's your intuition telling it. Because 9 times out of 10, the people you don't think are thinking about it are thinking about it. You know what I mean?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, no, it's hard to tell. And most people that are really thinking about those things don't talk about it. No. There's no conversation there. So as men, it's very important that we all talk about it and that we all reach out about it. I always say this all the time. Women are great at organizing, and talking about it, making things happen. And us men need to be better at that too.
We're good at just packing it in.
Yeah, we're good at just stuffing it away in the closet, right? And making it, filling that empty space. And literally, we have to be better at talking about it, opening up about it, be opening with our emotions and our feelings, and create that safe place for more people. You know what I mean? I wanted you to give a shout out to all your Instagram, your posts, and all that stuff. Let everybody know who you are so they can follow you.
So, yep, we're on New Jersey Fit Body on Instagram. You can find us on there. All my sponsors. This year we have 21 sponsors.
That's fucking amazing.
Last year we only had 6, and I've been blessed with a lot of support from a lot of people who believe in this movement that I'm doing right now with this show, and I think it's a beautiful thing. We have Alpha Gym, Powerhouse, Ovox, Arc Training. We have home cooked meals. We have Goblin coming. Danny Swolwick's going to be there as well. He's a big supporter of it. We're looking to do a donation for a foundation. We haven't decided.
You have a spa coming there too, right? Because they're giving out peptide shots, right? You got a spa coming there? Yes. Yeah. What's the name of the spa?
VO Med Spa.
VO Med Spa.
They're giving out vitamin shots. We're about to do a promo with them soon, real quick. Anyone who signs up with us, come on down to VO Med Spa and get a free vitamin shot.
So my co-partner and my fitness app, hardcoresynergy.fit, Hardcore Synergy app coming out soon. Nice little plug. Works on there, Alexis. So
yes,
it should be
I've spoken to her on there as well.
Yes, so she'll be out there passing around peptides for you.
Oh yeah, we have Evolve coming.
And you have last year's winner coming, right? Amanda's coming.
Amanda's coming back.
Amanda's coming. She's a beast, bro.
She's gonna hold the crown.
Congratulations, Amanda. So Amanda got engaged.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Amanda. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amanda getting engaged.
We're gonna see a different lineup this year for sure. That's for sure from that last year's female lineup. The Queens this year a little different. There's got some contenders.
I bet.
I bet. No, so I'm going to say we got some contenders.
Everybody knows about it now. So
we got some
like, I'm going to do this now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's awesome.
Very different. I mean, last year we did fitness and we did a personality kind of round. So basically, you show something about yourself that's amazing on stage and feel good about it, right? And that's where the whole point of it was going. This year, I said, you know what? Let's do a fashion round because I think a queen should look dap and a man should look sharp and come out and show that sexy king queen look, right? On top of the fitness. If you look good out of clothes, let's see what you look like in clothes.
Well, that's the thing too. I think especially women get confused about, right? You can't look like a man. you can't unless you're taking things, right? Unless
Impossible.
Unless you're taking supplements and stuff like that will increase and enhancement things. You can look great, phenomenal, working out, and still wear beautiful outfits and 100%. Still dress, as a woman and have that phenomenal physique.
Correct. I mean, my favorite figure competitor back when I started back in 2013 was Swan De La Rosa. She was a figure, and that figure now is very hard. It's changed so much. But she had the perfect build, the softest lines. She was beautiful on stage, ready for show, and beautiful off. Yeah, she nailed it. And then things changed and things got harder and wilder. But that was the look I thought for figure. That was the sweet spot, and I wish it was stood there, but it's different now.
Well, everything likes to go. It goes back to that. Everything goes from one extreme to the other.
Right.
They go from one thing to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So what we're gonna do is I got a couple audience questions.
Okay.
I just picked out the probably the 2 or 3 I think is the best to end the show. So we'll see what I'll read it as you two give us your thoughts. So I'll start with you first.
Okay.
Being that it's June is Men's Mental Health Month, we had a couple people write in. So I call this the Advice Unfiltered Men's Mental Health Roundtable. All right.
Ooh, I like this.
There you go.
Wait. So it's a Men's Mental Health Roundtable?
Yes.
Men's Mental Health Roundtable.
All right. This comes in from Jason from Oklahoma. Many men still feel responsible for being the provider, protector, and problem solver in their families. How do you personally handle the responsibility?
Well, I think if you're married, you're gonna involve your wife in it and ask her what she thinks is the best choice to do whatever it is that needs to be done in the house. I mean, you're a team, so you have to think about it that way. You could be a provider, but I think you need to include your spouse in what you're doing, because if you're gonna try to take it all on by yourself, you're not always gonna have the right answer. And as a team, you should, I think confide in her as well, and what should be done, how it should be handled. I don't think it should be a one-way ticket with that. Yeah, I think that's important.
How do you feel about being a provider, protector, and a problem solver in your family? How do you handle the responsibility? It's big. It's big for a single dad.
That's different. That's a different dynamic.
Yeah. So wait, ask kind of question.
So many men still feel responsible, the pressure of it, for being a provider, a protector, and a problem solver in their family. Men nowadays struggle with that pressure. So how do you personally handle that responsibility?
I don't know my life any differently. Like I don't. Like I was raised that way. I was always raised to be the protector and provider and actually do above and beyond. Like I didn't have like a role. Like I always took that as like, this is my life. I have to be these things. Like we can, like, you know what I mean? Right. Like I never looked at it like a role. I want to be able to protect my family. I want to be able to provide and even if I didn't have a family, I'd want to be able to do it for me. Like, I learned how to fight because I got jumped. You know what I mean? Like
that's initiative.
Yeah, I totally initiative. You know what I mean? Like I got jumped and I was like, fuck that shit. And I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to fight. I'm not afraid to protect my family. And I look at it like I got to provide for myself anyway. I like food. I got to eat, and I like the place to live. You know what I mean? Like I like a house.
Who doesn't like that?
What I mean?
Yeah.
I like a bed to sleep on. You know what I mean?
I like these things.
Yeah, I like these things. You know what I mean? So I think it's so much as like you have to understand something, and I think this is where we fuck up as parents. I think this is where we fuck up, because that question shows you right there where the parents fucked up, because that's something that kids should be taught at an early age, is how to handle themselves and provide for themselves. And I think a lot of times we're so worried about gentle parenting that we forget that life is not gentle
at all.
Yeah. It's not gentle. It's not easy. It's not fair. It's going to smack you down and beat you up unless you do something about it.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I think you're doing your kids an injustice, not teaching them to provide for themselves, not teaching them basic life skills like cooking, and swimming. I think
the biggest thing now is like accountability.
Yeah, and accountability,
right?
To
learn that the biggest is because they need to be accountable.
Yeah, you need to be accountable
for what they
do
and don't do.
100%. Like be accountable for your shit. You know what I mean? Like you need to be accountable for yourself. Nobody's coming to do your laundry. Nobody's coming to wipe your ass. Nobody's coming to fucking, you know what I mean? None of that shit's happening for you. So you need to learn how to protect yourself and take care of yourself. And even if you're not with somebody, but when you're with somebody, that's even more important. And I think, especially in a relationship, there isn't set roles. Like just because I provide for you, say you're a stay-at-home mom, just because I provide you doesn't mean I don't get to help out around the house. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Doesn't mean you don't have to come in. Like if I have to go work on the truck, like I used to love this about my mom and my grandmother. Like my grandfather would go work on the truck, and my grandmother would be outside handing them tools. You know what I mean? Freaking, you know, when yard work was needed to be done, one would be mowing the yard, one would be weed whacking. Right. You know what I mean? Like it was always done as a team and collectively. If the house was getting clean, you know, they were both cleaning the houses. One's cleaning out the cupboards, one's cleaning out the, you know, the floors. Right. You know what I mean? So I think in all aspects of life, you need to be able to take care of everything mutually, respectfully, and on your own also.
Yeah. All right. This question.
Too long.
No, it's all good. We got two more. But I'm with you on the married side, though. I think the funny thing, the interesting thing is I cannot tell you how many couples we run into when my wife is one of the most successful, like just people I know, but our dynamic only works because they were a team. We talk about it all the time. And when we go out, we go places and people talk to us about our marriage and they're like, oh, well, you guys like share a bank account and you guys this and you got, I'm like, yeah, we're a team. Like it's so we're really in with each other.
I know a lot of people who don't even do that.
But if I fail, she fails. If she fails, I fail. Right. We're 100% committed, and we've been that way in the beginning. And then we're like, all right, we're ride or die, right? Like so. And look, I'm not saying that works for everybody, but we know that we say it all the time to each other. We would never have ever gotten this far in life. Tyler wouldn't be as good as a kid he is if it wasn't for us like together. So it's a huge thing as a guy to think about that is your wife could be a great partner in this. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
A lot of young men say they feel lost, disconnected, or unsure about their future. Do you think young men need more motivation, discipline, or mentorship?
I think they need all three.
They definitely need all three.
I know they need all three. The more of the three, I think mentorship, because with that, you can give them the motivation. I feel like they don't know what direction to go in. And I think that has a big part of them not knowing who they are or what they want to do with themselves. And to give them the mentorship is to like guide them towards something that maybe they didn't know they were passionate about, that maybe they are, something that they're interested in that they didn't think they could do. Giving them the ideas and mentoring them to give them the positive and thoughts and everything like that to get them going. I think they need more of. I don't think there's a lot of guidance anymore on what they should be doing, except what they see like on social media and all this nonsense that goes on.
Manosphere.
Like, it's like it's like who's talking about being a physicist or an astronaut anymore? Like those kind of things are gone. Like everybody just wants to be a superstar, and it's like, okay, but what do you really want to do? Like, like where do you really want to go with something? Like, don't think of the short game, think of the long game. And I think they lost the part of the long game. Like, grandpa was always like, work hard now, save your money, buy your house, look for the future, make sure you have this and do that. Like, look ahead, do this now so you're good at the end. And a lot of people today, I feel like they just look at what it is right now and they have no idea what the hell's going to happen at the end. And when this is cut short, shit, what am I going to do? And it's like, you got to teach these kids that the long game is the most important. Whether it sucks at the beginning, it will get better at the end. Yeah. There's always going to come suck at the beginning.
Hard work now.
But you got to suck up the suck so it could be great. Right. With everything that you do, there's always suck at the beginning, right? You bodybuild, it sucks, right? You're not picking up this heavyweight. You're not looking like this right away, but you got to work. And once you get there, you're going to love that end product. Why? Because people are going to look at you and go, dude, how the hell did you get there? Yeah, 100%. Right? That's what people say. People ask me, how did you get like this? I'm like, for the last years, I've been in this room called the gym, and I've been eating, and I've been beating the shit out of myself because I want to look like this. Right. And this is what it is.
I hate myself. That's why. I hate myself.
I just want to keep beating myself. I don't deserve this. No, not at all. It's like you do it because you love it. You learn to love it. You learn to embrace the suck. And it just makes you better as a person. It like we were talking about earlier. It's about having that mental capacity to push yourself to do something that's difficult, but you're going to be proud of yourself later on. So I think mentorship is big to teach them that.
This one's for you. I know the answer for it, but I think the fact that people asked us, I think it's interesting. I hear all the time people use fitness and lifting as a way to cope with stress, anxiety, or difficult periods in their life. Do you believe in that these things can be just more than physical health?
100%. Yeah. No, it's everything. Like, your body heals through action. Your mind heals through action. It doesn't heal through stationary environment. I always go back to the whole Bruce Lee saying, like my favorite Bruce Lee. It's funny because I was talking about Bruce Lee. I was talking to a guy today who's a guru, nice guy. Freaking, he was talking about being a part of a group in New York that was entitled. What was it titled? It was titled something Bruce Lee used to say. Oh, The Art of Dying. Right? He goes, he was with a group called The Art of Dying. I said, really? He goes, yeah. So you know what's funny about that? He goes, what? I said, you know where the art came from? He's like, what? I'm like, Bruce Lee. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, Bruce Lee used to say that. He's like, to truly live, you must learn the art of dying. You have to understand that death is coming, and that understanding that death is inevitable. It will happen. Gives you the freedom to live, to live and be able to think. So I think people have to understand that the best way to grow and evolve in a person is to physically keep moving. Your body is made out of water. Water needs to move. Your body needs resistance to grow and adapt to get stronger. Your mind is the same thing. Your mind is something that you can't let it be stagnant water because it's death. You have to learn. You have to motivate. You have to grow. And the best way to do that, like we just saw a study that said for Alzheimer's that if you do legs twice a week, it can stop Alzheimer's by 45%.
Wow.
That's fucking, they say your second heart is in your calves.
Yeah.
So like if you want longevity in life, if you want a sustainable life, fitness is a huge part of that. It's proven over and over and over again. There's nothing that's ever going to change that. An active body is a youthful body.
All right, this will be the last one, and I'll go to you first, and Chris can bring it home, and then we'll wrap up the show as always. I think this is the apropos one to end the show. If men were completely honest for one day, what do you think they would admit they're struggling with the most right now that they usually keep to themselves? What do you think is the one thing men struggle with the most that they don't tell anybody about?
Wow.
I already got that. I got that.
You want to go first?
You go first.
I'll go
No,
first.
I'm not sure yet how to answer that one.
You want to go first?
I'll go
first.
I'll go because mine's easy. I think it just goes back to what this month is all about. I think that what men are struggling with the most is the feeling that they're alone and there's no one they can turn to. And I think that's largely because I say this loosely. I think as men, we have to be better friends. We have to be able to say, I love you to each other. We have to be able to support each other. We tell each other all the time we love each other. You have to be able to express your feelings, emotions, give a friend a hug.
On the phone. What's up, handsome?
Yeah, we're always complimenting each other, talking to each other because we care about each other. But I think more men have to show their friends that, and it only takes one guy to start it. But I think people are afraid of what their friends are going to say. But I think their friends feel the same way. And I think we just need more men to be open to turn around to a buddy on the way out the door or out the bar, or wherever you are. Just literally walk over, give him a hug, and be like, hey, man, I love you.
Yeah.
And that little thing, I think, would help so many men. But I think they're afraid to say that out loud. And I think some men are really afraid to say I love you to each other. So that's mine. All right, Chris.
Al, you want to go?
I'll go. I mean, I totally agree with Tony on that one. I think guys need to be more supportive of each other. I think that they let their egos or their stature of who they are come in between showing that. And if they open up a little more to each other, I think we can help each other out more. It's like a wall that's there. Like, we're all tough, we're all this and that and the other, but we don't even know what's going on with our friends sometimes, because they don't open up and they don't talk. It's just like, the whole mental health thing. So I think that is like Tony said, I agree with him totally with that. I think we need to open up more to each other and just be more loyal and open. You know what I'm saying? Like show a true friendship. Stop making it so partial or cold, or like you don't want it to be more than this. It's like you have to be more real with each other. I think people need to be more real with each other and open up so that we can understand each other better.
It's instead of being so transactional.
Right, transactional. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
All right, handsome.
Are you ready?
All right, here we go.
You ready? Here we go.
He was waiting.
Zoomed in.
I'm about to piss off everybody. Right?
Coming in hot.
So I'm going to say I'm going to look at the camera. So this is what the hardest thing men have a hardest time doing and being, and this is what they think about. I guarantee you all the time. The hardest thing they have a hard time doing is being a fucking man. There is such an attack on the male identity right now, and this is why young kids and young men have no idea how it is to be a man, or what it is to be a man, or anything like that. That there's been such an attack on the male identity that there's such a lost statement right now that men don't even know what the word men is. That they've been called toxic. The idea that you're a man is anything you do that you give a woman advice about something, you're mansplaining. You know what I mean? Like, there's been such an attack on anything a man can do. that they're afraid to be men. They're afraid to speak up, and they're afraid to speak with their minds and how they feel about anything. Because God forbid they're misogynist. God forbid they're acting like wimps. God forbid, there's so many things coming at you to be a man. There's so many people telling you what a real man is. And here's the thing. Nobody gets to define that. A woman can be anything she wants to be. Man, you have the same freedom. You can be whatever you want to be. You want to be that loving, caring man. You want to be that man that takes care of his family. You want to be that guy who travels the world. You want to be that successful businessman. You want to be that person that takes care of other people. You have every right to do that. You want to be that man that speaks up against injustice. You have every right to do that. You have every freedom it is that anybody else has on this planet to be who you want to be. And men have a voice and should be able to be heard. And I think men have a hard time speaking up about even being a man. So I think that's the hardest thing. So I think one thing I really want to push for, we're doing a whole clothing line, for Capella. Or redefining what it is to be masculine and be a masculine man in 2026. That's our goal this year. And we want to talk about, the emotions. We want to talk about being vulnerable. We want to talk about, what it's like to do the hard work, mentally and physically, and do the hard thing. So that's something we're definitely going to hit on hard this month. And we're going to run with that because it's something I think we all can get behind. You know what
Definitely,
I mean? And do something about it because we want to be that example.
Yeah.
We want to be that example of what it is to be a man in 2026 who's not who's willing to fix the car, build the house, fight the bad guys, make that dinner, hurt that help that person that's hurt, and at the same time be vulnerable and be able to have that emotion, be able to say and break down, and be able to cry and say I love you. We want to be able to do that. You know what I mean? So that's my answer.
All right. Well, I think, well, to bring the show to a close, first off, as always, we go behind the scenes. Ming, how'd we do today?
Great job, guys. I missed you so much.
We missed you, bro. We missed
I'm
you.
motivated. I'm re-energized. You guys are great. Great job, guys.
Ming, it was good to see
Al,
you, man.
great to meet you. You're amazing.
Yeah. On my end, before I pass it to Al, and then we'll pass it to Chris, end the show as always. For you guys, we appreciate so much. This month is going to be huge for us. It's so meaningful. There's so many great things going on. There's so many opportunities, being able to work with Al and his company. Just being down there and supporting dads and fitness and health and everything we stand for is amazing. Shout out to him for we're taking this gear. He doesn't know it yet, but it's for us. So we appreciate the freebies.
Tony's wife's in trouble.
Yeah. So,
break out the swing set.
There you go, baby. Woo, call it a work. So, Al said it's teamwork. So, look, in all seriousness, it's a huge month for us rolling into the summer. There's so many opportunities, but we say it all the time. It's because of you guys. It's because you tune in every Tuesday, you watch the show, you like, you share, you subscribe. All we ever think about is this content? Is this a show something that you guys can support and get behind? And even just the fact that dropping pebbles in the water and watching the ripples that, we go to a thing and you meet Bentley and Bentley's doing a thing for Common Ground and now it's all these things are such a beautiful part of what life is. And my only thing on my end before I close the show and pass to Al is just remember, I was in a relationship. I'm very close to a person in a relationship that for years tried to end their life by saying that they thought they were a burden. Sorry.
Here we go.
And they always were convinced the world was a better place without them in it. And I'm very, very, very happy they're still here. And the world is not a better place without them in it. So if you feel like that, please, I'm telling you, I'm that person that would have lost a person knowing that that's how they felt. The world is a better place because you're in it. That's it. Please reach out if you need any help. With that, Al, any last words? Where can they find you? All the good stuff. Anything for where they can log in, buy tickets. This is your moment, bro.
Okay, moment, Al.
All right, so you can go on Instagram, like I said, New Jersey Fit Body. I had to think about it. I'm like, it wants to just come off my tongue. New Jersey Fit Body on Instagram. You can find us on there. We have the link for Eventbrite on there. You can sign up to be a king, sign up to be a queen, or be that dad that's going to be on stage with Tony on that day. We're only taking the first 15 people. So once the roster's full, that's going to be the end of that. You can buy your general admission tickets on there. We have table seating. We have general admission. Right now we have the pre-sale. So after a certain date, it's going to go back to regular pricing and door pricing. It's going to be a beautiful thing there. Verified Fitness. Check me out on there too. Verified. It's going to be my last name, VERAFIED. Verified.
There you go.
_fitness on Instagram as well. And there's the link to my straps, which I know if you buy, you're gonna love. I'm not even worried about it. I know you're gonna love them if you buy them. They're awesome. I've been using them. My wife's been using them. Everyone that's tried them has said these are amazing. And that's all the feedback I need to hear from everybody. Like I said, positive feedback is a great feedback. I haven't had a negative one yet, and I'm sure it's gonna come. But at the end of the day, these straps are great. I hope you can log in, check them out, buy a set, enjoy them. Get your fitness journey started, right?
There you go. There you go, right?
Let's keep it healthy. But we hope to see you there at the show too. It's going to be a great day starting at 11 o'clock. We're going to start with the Dad Bods first thing, and we're going to have a great experience and a beautiful show. And I hope to see everybody. Maybe I can't see you on camera, but come say hi.
There's a lot of people coming to say hi.
You know,
and the other thing they want to know before I pass it to Chris was how do somebody asked me this, so I figured I'd ask you, how do tables work?
So with tables, it's going to be 6 people per table comfortably. You can put 8.
Yeah.
But with the tables, you're going to get a server who will run and get you things that you need. General admission is going to be high tops, and you serve yourself. And there's going to be places there if there's enough high tops for everybody. First come, first serve kind of thing is a space. But the tables are going to be there. You purchase a table, you can fit up to 6 to 8 people on a table. Sit down, watch the show, get a server, hang out, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Would you leave here? We're buying a table. Well, I know because we have people coming in like, what are we doing? I go, I'll find out this table.
Yeah, I think we have something like 12 or 14. They said they can only set up in there. So after that, that's it.
Well, you have one less now. So, all right. As always, to end the show, the man in command, the handsome himself, the celebrity. You will see him on movies. I can't tell you which ones, and probably in more commercials. And by the way, he won't admit it. He got a manicure. His hands look beautiful. His hands look beautiful.
That was so bad, man. The poor woman. Your hands so bad. You not married? No.
All right. Hand it over to close the show as always, Mr. Christopher David.
Don't judge me for that accent, man. That's how it's just not. Don't judge me, bro.
Why you feel like this?
Don't judge me.
What are you talking about? Ming's Mexican.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, here's something funny. We're off the topic.
Yeah.
I'm playing Black Myth Wukong with my son, right? I probably shouldn't tell this story.
Great game.
Great game. Playing Black Myth Wukong. I'm so close to beating this guy. All I have to do is fucking sneeze on him, and he hits me. And my 11-year-old looks at me with the most fucked up face and Asian accent, and he goes, "Oh, that motherfucker." I go, oh my God. I was like, what did you just do?
I like it.
He's like, that motherfucker. I'm like, that is a motherfucker. Right? Don't say that, but it's true.
Don't tell anyone what to say to him. It's great.
It was so funny. Don't yell at me. I know he's 11. Leave me alone. All right. I'm doing the best I can.
Good job, Avery.
I'm a single parent. Good job. I'm a single parent.
I'll let that one go.
It's so funny. Anyway, listen, shout out to Al. Thank you, bro, for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you, bro. Awesome. You did a great job, man. You know what I mean? I think people are gonna love this episode.
Yeah, it's a
great episode. Again, June 28th. Check out Al. We will all be there. We'll be helping support and show our love. June 28th in Belmar, right? Belmar, New Jersey. Definitely check us out. And June 11th. June 11th. If you haven't already, go check out Common Ground Grief Center. We will be there. Point Pleasant, New Jersey at Martell's from 5:30 to 9:30 for a great cause again, June 11th. So please come out and support those kids. What a great event. What a great time. So honored to be able to help. Very humbled they asked us to do it. And thank you to all you. Again, you guys show up. I think we got over like 10,000 viewers altogether just on one thing. So thank you guys for showing up. Thank you to Bentley for supporting it. Kurt, thank you guys very, very much, awesome. Man. And it goes to show you, like Tony said, when you go to these things, when we show up, you never know how that butterfly effect will happen. And, just meeting a quick meeting could pass on to somebody else. Now kids are benefited from that experience, right? Yeah. So thanks to Mike's situation again for inviting me and letting me go, because that's an amazing thing to happen. And I'm thankful. I'm grateful. This whole thing again, everywhere we're at right now, started 10 years ago by making a choice to not end my own life. This is why this is all happening, and I want you to think about that, because we talked about this with Linda, one of our ambassadors, right? Is that if I would have took that route 10 years ago, this show wouldn't be happening. These people wouldn't be touched. These things, Bentley wouldn't be sponsoring the event. We wouldn't be there for Al. All these things would not be happening if I would have made a different choice. So all I'm asking you is, this is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, but it's Mental Health Awareness Month, period. You know, so if you know somebody needs help, if you're thinking about anything negative, please reach out to somebody who can help you. You know, the world is, as Tony says, a better place because you're here. I mean, I say that every time at the end of my videos, and every single one of my videos I say it because I believe it, because I mean it, because the world is a better place because I'm here. My kids have a better life because I'm here. People are benefiting from the fact that I'm here, making a difference every day by leading by example. Tony's doing the same thing. Al's doing the same thing. Shout out to all the men that are stepping up and taking that role to lead by example, to want to be a positive role model for other people. Shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to you, Al. Shout out to you, Tony. Shout out to you, Ming. Shout out to everybody we know. In 2 weeks, we have a Father's Day episode coming on. We got some great fathers coming on. I keep bringing this episode up because it's very important that if you know anybody struggling, if you know any men out there that need help or that feel like they're alone, I want you to have them watch the show. I want you to have them watch this episode because the episode that we're going to do with Father's Day is going to be amazing. Watch this episode too. Al did a great job. Al did a phenomenal job. We did a great job talking about mental health. This is something that we all should be talking about. Feel free and open to talk about. And listen, it is okay if you're struggling. It's 100% okay. Understand that everybody struggles. It's what you do in that opportunity of the struggle that matters. It's not a bad thing. It's an opportunity for you to grow and become the person you choose to be. Diamonds aren't made by freaking water. They're made by crushing hard, heat and pressure and the whole nine, right? Nothing great ever happens with an easy story. So make sure your story is great. As always, we believe in you. We believe in the best in you. This is Advice Unfiltered, episode 19. Season 2. Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Awesome. All right.